Girl, good morning. Hey, ooh, caramel latte. Hey, girl, hey. And I'm seeing that newbie girl. Thank you for becoming a member. Ow. Ooh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to those who are coming in. I haven't been on here in a while. Wow. I've been playing my role as a subscriber, girl. Playing my role as a subscriber. I have not been on here in a while to do a live stream. And I think I set this up almost a week ago, this live stream right here, and I didn't end up coming here. So I'm like, let me get this. Ooh, Slide. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm hoping you're doing okay. Haven't seen you gone live in a while. So that means you may have been busy, or I'm not getting your notifications, or you're just getting old as I am. Okay, just or you're not into the crap that happens in this sector anymore. Um, or just as old as I am, like my title says, when did you realize you were getting old? Or something like that. That's what I think. The moment you realize you are old. Okay, cool. Hey, Fran J, good to see you. Good morning. And good morning to those who are up in the clouds. Welcome to my channel. The name is Very Carrie. Let me know if you need translation services because a girl can't speak English. And, that's about it. I appreciate you for coming through. And shout out to the new subscribers and everybody. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Well, 1 minute actually. And I'll be right back. Okay. I'm hoping that, today is a good Saturday for everyone. I got up about half an hour or so ago, and that's pretty late for me on a Saturday. So that kind of threw me off. So I'm going to have to, make different arrangements and everything. But I'm here. I'm here. Um so I set this live up for pretty much maybe a week ago or almost a week ago. I was going to come on here and, like quickly talk about this because I'm pretty sure a few of you are experiencing the same thing, whether or not you want to say it. Look at Fran already. You see, I'm telling you. Fran says being old is something else. And like, I just thought to myself, girl, do you realize you're getting old? Well, I've been saying this for maybe a year now, since my last birthday. I'm like, girl, don't you realize you're getting old? And I thought, this is why, because this is happening to you, and this is happening to you, and here are some of the changes, you know? And I'm like, wow. So I thought I'd come on here and talk about that, like really quickly, and I'll see what you guys think. I'm going to say the first thing that make me realize I am getting old. Like the topic says, the moment you realize you're old. Hold on. Yeah. So the moment I realized I was getting old is when I'm going to bed sometimes at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Because I used to be up here like late at night. So that's my first sign. Okay. That is my first sign that I'm getting old is when I am going to bed by 8 p.m. Now that has its pros and cons because then I do get up like maybe at 1 or so and I'm ready and I'm up and I'm ready and stuff. But I'm just saying, girl, you are going to bed pretty early these days. So even like when most of the tea and stuff drop here in the beef sector, I cannot keep up because I was already asleep and So I am getting old. I am acknowledging it and I'm keeping it. Okay. All right. Fran J says, when you go out and all you can think of is curling up on your sofa. Fran, you are so right. The moment you realize you're getting old. The one of the first moments I realized I was getting old, and I think I said this on here already. I went to a club with my cousins in Florida and they were so excited to go out and they're like, come with us, come with, and I'm like, no, the clubs you go to here is not like you know the clubs I prefer back home. It's not like that real authentic type feel. And they're like, no, come, it's most of Jamaicans that come there. And I'm like, okay, let me come see what's going on. Hey, foot soldier, good morning. So I went and I lasted like, I'll say maybe half an hour in that club. I lasted half an hour and then I became the bag girl, the bag lady, the one who sits watching everyone dance. I became that one. I'm just there and they keep coming around looking at me like I'm the oddball out. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I am not enjoying this. And I said to myself, all of the music you're playing here, it's pretty outdated, first of all. And then, second of all, I could stay home and play the same music and, drink and dance to my own damn self. I do that anyway when I'm here. I play my music and I dance and I try everything. Okay. So I became the back person. So I sat at the table and people they do their thing, they go dancing and stuff. Every minute they come to my table, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? What's wrong? Why you sit-" I'm like, no, I'm good. Just enjoy yourself. Make sure you are enjoying yourself. Okay. So that's when I knew. So and I stopped going to the club. Okay. And now I couldn't do that anymore. And I tend to not want to be around too many people too, because of the fact that brawls happen at the clubs, fights, people waiting to see people at the club because they know that's where they hang out, and people wait for them there, and you bottles being broken and people fighting over nothing, like it's just too much and the type of energy. So that's when I first realized that this club thing is not for me. And then they made me feel so bad when they went home. Oh, they acting like an old woman. I'm like, yeah, whatever. As long as you enjoyed yourself. Okay. So that's one of the things. So I've said two things so far. And for those who are just coming in, the moment you realize you are old. Okay. And my two so far is one, when I go to the club or went to the club a few years back, I just wasn't feeling it. And I sat for the entire time there, and I'm like, you guys go ahead and enjoy yourself, and I was just bored. I was just bored and on my phone the whole time. And The second one is that sometimes I go to bed like really early. Not all the times, but sometimes. So that was a second thing that made me realize I was getting old. The third thing is I'm not so flexible anymore, and I'm like, you could tell yourself you're young all day, and you know, you could tell yourself you're young all day. I could do a few things because I'm pretty much. I can't even say I am pretty much. I was very flexible. I gotta use was at this point because there's some stuff I could do that I can't do anymore. There's some stuff I could do, and I'm talking about with my body that I don't do anymore. Like certain stuff with your legs and your hands and just certain stuff. Certain stuff I just can't do anymore. Okay, let's just leave it right there. Okay. I could even take my hand, I could put my hands together, clasp them together, and put them behind my back. Like what I'm pretty much double jointed too. But there are just a lot of things I can't do anymore. I can't stand for long anymore. I tend to not buy a lot of heels anymore because I love buying shoes. And I'm just thinking more about comfort these days when I buy shoes, and I'm like, bitch, you're getting old. You are an old woman, aren't you? I have to stop sometimes when I'm looking and I'm like, so that's what you're buying. like. So I just feel like I'm getting old. Fran J says, when you go out and all you can, oh, I did read that one. Okay. Fran J says, when she goes out, she needs a seat now. Okay. The moment you realize you're getting old. Okay. Those who are in the clouds, you can drop down and say the moment you realize you're getting old. I'm a little bit stuffy and stuff because my allergies are on me. So hopefully, you can still hear me clearly. Okay. The moment I realized I was getting old is when certain places I used to, well, I could still, uh, let me see. Another moment that I realized I was getting old is that sometimes I'm just not interested in trying new things. When you're younger, everything that comes out, you want to, well, not everything, because I don't do the crowd thing. I don't work with the crowd. But some things you want to make sure you know what's going on and keep updated and stuff. Hey, Charlene, good morning. I also realized I was getting old where a long time ago I would maybe keep up with a few of the stuff happening in the celebrity world, the TMZ. I would watch TMZ a lot to see what's going on and stuff. And the moment I realized that this shit, listen, I don't care about these celebrities. Why should I care about their lives? I don't got rich people problems that they do. I don't want to know who is wearing what on what day. I don't want to know who is screwing who. You know, I don't want to know. That's not my business. That's your business. So I'm like, who cares about the celebrity shit? I got my own life to live. Like, I'll be watching, you read in the news or some whatever, and you're, oh, and so was out with so and so. And I'm like, okay, I was out with so and so, Meaning, why should them walk into a car be news? So and so is pregnant with so and so's child. Okay, well, I know somebody who is pregnant with this person. And I'm like, what? Why should I know that they bought a house? Shit, I didn't buy a house. Why should I know they live in a house with a mini mansion? I don't have a mini mansion. And I'm like, no, I'm cool without watching that or knowing anything for that matter about the celebrities. Okay. The moment I realized I'm getting old. Okay, let me see in the chat. Foot Soldier says the moment she realized she was getting old or she is old is when she takes out her trash and another woman asks me, oh, oh, Foot Soldier says when she takes her trash out and another woman asks her if she needs help. Oh my God. Foot Soldier. Oh. Something happened to me recently, and I'm laughing because, when you mentioned somebody asking if you needed help. No, um, as old as I am, I've never pumped my own gas or put my air in my tire. Um, hmm. A few days ago, I was trying to put some air in my tire, girl, and I didn't know. I'm not gonna say it. I am not gonna say it. I was trying to put some air in my tire, girl. Those knees don't work the same. They don't. And that's when you know you're and that's when you know that's when you know you're not young anymore. But anyway, that's not the reason though. It's like two persons came up to me. They're in the military. They're like, do you need some help? And I'm like, do I not look like I'm putting my air in the tire? They s- uh, uh let's put it this way. One person had to take some of the air out, and I leave it at that shit. I cannot. Food Soldier says, I'm not getting old. I am old. Okay. Well, so I'll add that to the list when everyone wants to try to help you. And I'm like, girl. All right. When you know you're old is also when you can't remember things. Or, you're not remembering some people's names that you're supposed to know their names. Girl. Girl. Mm-mm. That too. And these are people you're close with. Hey, the church lady. Good morning. The church lady says, I know I'm getting old because I can't take, ooh, this young folks rap music. Girl, that's another thing too. Like, I can't keep up. Like I was saying, I used to keep up with certain trends and stuff. And I don't even do that anymore. Like, I could keep up with the different artists and who's doing what. Right now, somebody who's younger than me could be telling me about somebody who, that's the biggest song out right now. And I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know these things anymore. I must be really interested to find that out. So I don't know. I don't. Okay. All right. So I understand that one, the church lady, and I was mentioning earlier on when I stopped going to the clubs also that I do know, girl, this is it. Hang that shit up. Okay. How do I know I'm getting old? My knees sometimes, and I'm like, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? You go down and you can't come up as easily as you should. You know you should. I'm like, girl, what's happening? And not only that, when you could put your shoes on standing up and you can't do it anymore. I don't know. What is happening? Why do I need to sit to put my shoes on these days? I could usually just bend and put those on. You could just normally stand, put your sneakers on, or your shoes, or whatever it is, strap up your sandals. Why do you need to sit to do it these days, Carrie? Why do you need, or why do you need to lean on something for support? Okay. Why do you need to lean on something for support and you couch to the side and then you put the sandals on and you go to the next. This should not be. I am not old. Oh, oh, ugh. Pastor Pig's Feet says the new music is trash. Okay. The church lady says I yell at my children to turn that devil music off. And I'm pretty sure when you were listening to music growing up, you did not think your music was devil music, and your parents hated it. That's me growing up too. They're like, "What kind of crap is that you're listening to?" And I'm like, "This is good music here." But now some of the music that I listen to, even the dance hall music that I hear right now, I'm like, "What the f is this? What are they talking about?" You know? The church lady says, I used to not understand when old people would say that to us as a child, but in this climate of music, I definitely understand it now. That is so true, the church lady. That is so true. Foot Soldier says, you know when you're getting old, when you go in your kitchen to get something and you forgot what you wanted to get. Yeah, girl. The moment you realize you're getting old, for those who are just coming in, the moment you realize you are old, and Foot Soldier says when you go to the kitchen to get something and you forgot what you wanted. Right. You could even go into the refrigerator for something and you stand staring in that shit. And I'm like, what did I come for again? The church lady, you do that too? Girl, she says she has to get her daughters to strap her heels on for her. Okay. Hey Deanna. Shit. Hey Clyde. Hey Brick girl. Hey everybody coming in. For those who are coming in, what's the moment you realize you are old? Girl, let me see what else. So I already talked about the joints, child. I already thought about me not going to the clubs anymore. I also talked about me can't doing certain moves I used to do before, not as flexible. Well, that goes with the joints. I also talked about, getting your shoes on or anything on. You got to be leaning for assistance, or, you know, calling them young ones to come help you, or you got to sit to get it done. I also talk about not keeping up with celebrity news and those type of stuff because it's not important to me, because their life is just not important. It's just not fascinating to me. Okay, I'm just not fascinated at all. Okay, let me see. Hold on, let me go down real quick. The church lady says, I cannot do half the stuff I used to do. Girl, I give up. Okay. And I am not in the know. Okay. Another thing that makes me, oh, and I did also speak about buying more comfortable, like, footwear, and I am cutting down on the heels and stuff that I I'm cutting down on buying too many heels. Or if I do buy some, the heels have to be thick enough, for balance. And I'm like, bitch, are you getting old? um, Also the working out too. I don't have that type of high energy anymore. I'm more relaxed. I'm more of a relaxed person anyways. But I'm laid back, but I have energy. I used to have the energy when it comes to like exercising and stuff. I don't have it. I don't have it anymore. How do you know you're getting old? When you reminisce a lot on the old and on when you were younger. I'm like, man, this was cool when I was younger. I wish I could do this. I wish this didn't come in, and you want to just do stuff how it was before, back in the days, especially when it comes to certain technology and stuff, you know, that's that. Um, Especially when you're having to be telling the children, dang, why are you just all in those iPads like that? Can you come up for air? You find that you are so you I am in disbelief the amount of hours some of these children stay on their devices. They don't go out anymore, and you keep telling them, oh, and when I was young I didn't stay in as much as you, and they roll their eyes and they're like, you're old. Why do you keep on telling us this? They don't want to hear no back in the day story from you. So when you're telling your children too many back in the day story, bitch, you're old. Okay. Another thing that I used to know that I'm old. I can't believe this is my point of discussion this morning, but I know some of you are feeling this shit. Come on. Those joints talk to you. Okay. All right. Let me look in the chat. The church lady says, you know you are old when you write a grocery list and you accidentally leave it or don't refer to it and forget certain items till you get home. Hey, just Andrea. Hey, everybody coming in. Brick Girl Haley says, you know you're old. The moment you realize you're old is when the fashions start coming back that you used to wear a long time ago. Right, Brick Girl? Jeez. Hey, look at Kenola in here being messy. Hey, Ken. Good morning. Ken says, what do you think about Trisha's award show? I don't know much about it. I've been hearing about it. I've been hearing about the cost to be a part of it. I've been hearing a little bit about some of the activities planned. I am not sure. She says it's next year. Not sure which month it is in next year, but I don't know. Is it only the beef sector that's going to be a part of it, or is it open to all different areas of YouTube? Who are the people that are going to buy this ticket? How does she know that anyone wants to come? I don't know, but if that's her dreams, I've been hearing about this YouTube awards show for a few years now because I've been hearing about it since I came into this sector. Well, I think this is our third or fourth year with this one. So let me be nice and be positive. I hope she has a good show. If she does, I hope she gets the turnout she's looking for. But I'm pretty sure some of the people who will listen to the stuff that she has planned, they think she's delusional. So Canola says no, it's open to all sectors that we don't know. It's open to sectors we don't know. That just came out this year. These new sectors, I remember when nobody was coming over this area from the Mo 3 or the black sector, or if they did, it was only a few. Now it's a totally different thing. I don't know half of the people that I hear them mention. I know a few. I know like a few names like Cookie, Clydiva, Coolin, Room Shaker, and stuff. I've been hearing a lot about my hair. I've tried watching, but just like I am not everybody's cup of tea. I don't know if I like, you know, some of the stuff I see. I can see that it's a very, a vibesy type of thing because he does get a lot of support over there because the numbers don't lie. But because I don't know all the players or the individuals involved, I can't keep up. So it's kind of hard for me to keep up, you know. It's kind of hard. The church lady says, just Andrea, you want to unlock with the face. Okay. Ooh. You don't have no passcode on your phone? Girl, I've had my passcode for the past 3 years and I don't intend on changing it. Okay. I am not changing it because I have too many numbers to remember. Okay. I have all my devices that I got to remember their passcode. I got all my banking info that I need to remember a passcode. I got doors to open that I got to remember my passcode. Uh, uh, what else? I got too many things to remember. I am not. I don't even want to open another account anywhere. Okay, because I have too many numbers to remember. I gotta remember in all these birthdays and stuff. I don't want to remember no more numbers. Okay. Mm-mm. I am not. Hey, Michi Black. Ken says, I agree. They say they don't. They agree. I'm sorry. I can't speak English. Child, let me try to read this again. Hold on. Hold on. I agree. They say they don't like men who use women for content, but they're over there every night. Okay. And I've seen a few what I've seen like people from over here. Well, in the beef sector, let me use that. Telling everything that happens, talking about this person or that person. I'm like, okay. So, okay. So they bring their fights over to other sectors. I remember when a few people from I'm trying to remember if it was the Mo 3 sector or the black sector. There was one of those and they kept coming over. I can remember I was modding in Rick's live one night and they're like, we're coming to take over the beef sector. Like they planned, this was a few years ago, like they planned like maybe a year and a half ago, not a few years. Like, ooh, we need to come over here to get some of these numbers. So they were clicking on the link, shouting out the names of their channels, doing a lot of weird shit. I don't remember if some of you were over there the night that happened. It was a late night live. It was a drunk live too. And then you have a few, they know what they do. They try to have arguments or, be cool with other people so, you know, they can be a part of whatever. But, at the end of the day, to be honest, it's only YouTube. So we could talk about the sectors, this sector, that sector. But at the end of the day, it's only one YouTube. So I guess people go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. That's how I look at it. Okay. The church lady says, okay, okay. Let me go back to what the topic is. The moment you realize you're old. Okay. The moment you realize you're old, she says, when my sense of fashion has changed, instead of me shopping at its fashion for now, I shop at bougie Cato's where the where the clothes are overpriced. Oh, okay. All right, the church lady. Okay. Oh, you want the link, Ken? I'm coming. I think he's about to cause some trouble. But Deanna says, Ken, are you being good? Let's see if he's still being good. Okay. I know you meant clothes, the church lady. I dropped the link. Ken says he wants the link. So I know what he's about right now. You know Ken. At this point, if you guys don't know Ken. Hey, another reason why I know I am old, I will drive in and I get home and it takes me like 15 to 20 minutes to get out of the car. It's like I am getting, I don't know how to explain it. So I sit in the car and like, especially if you had to drive in a lot of traffic to get home, like I unwind in the car before I get out. When you were younger, the moment you pull in, you just get out and keep it moving. Girl, I sit and I unwind in the car. I think about life. I think about all sorts of shit before I get in. Okay. Before I open that car door. Or I'll be listening to some music first. Or, I just spend a little time. That's the me time in the car before I get out. You leave 1K as you're going into another. I am pretty old. Well, I'm not old, but you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean. The moment I realized I was old, you come in and you can't even get out of the car. Okay. The church lady says I can't pop out my car like I used to. Do you hold on to anything for support when you're getting out of the car, church lady? No, that is when you know you're really getting old. Who is trying to set you up behind the scenes, Ken? Wait, hold on. I've been staying out of trouble, minding my business, but they are trying to set me up behind the scenes. Ooh, who is trying to set you up behind the scenes, Ken? I think I want to hear that. Foot Soldier says the moment she realized she's old is when everything is a size 5 to 8 when she goes to the store. Michi says she sits in the car too when she gets to her destination, when she gets home, but she falls asleep sometimes. I haven't reached that part yet. I hope that never happens. Can you imagine me being out there all night? Brick Girl says the moment you know you're getting old is when you're having a disagreement with a hubby and you tell him he's I'm thinking he's right so that he shuts up. Girl, I'm not telling you you're right. You're never right. I'm sorry. Well, if you're right, I'll tell you. But I understand what you're saying, though, Brick Girl. You don't want to argue, so you're like, okay, you're right, just so you don't have to hear him, talking forever. Um, I also just don't talk. That's me too. I do silent treatment a lot. Um, yeah, I don't have the energy. Like, I really don't enjoy arguing with people. I just feel like it's a waste of time sometimes. So I'll zone you out and I'll not talk to you for a few days. And it doesn't matter if you complain around, oh, are you still upset? Bitch, I'm still upset. The fuck you mean? You were wrong and you think, and then you're going to turn it around on me to make it seem like I'm the miserable one? Oh, please. Oh, and she's always, yeah, bitch, I stopped talking to you because you won't ever acknowledge when you're wrong. And it just is what it is. I'm not arguing with you. I'm sorry. It's like, I'm just too old for that shit. The church lady says you're getting old. Can I drop the link? I'm interested to know who's setting you up. I really am. The church lady says you're getting old when you treat your own self to dinner, sitting and eating alone or with a sitter. The church lady, let me tell you this. I will go to the movies by myself. I am not calling no, oh, let's go to the movies. I'm not I don't know. Sometimes I'm a loner. Sometimes it gets me into problems because you hear, oh, how are you going and you're driving to places and you don't tell me so I can go. And I'm like, no, I like being by myself sometimes. I'm good. I'll go to the movies by myself. I'll go have dinner by myself. I'll go to places by myself. And I know I'm going to get in problems when I get back home because I'm going to hear you drove all that way. I like exploring by myself. Okay, I got Ken in the back. Hold on. Is that you,
Now,
Ken?
yes, this is
Okay.
me.
Hey, Ken. What's going
Good
on?
morning. You know me. Once
Good
you see me,
morning.
here
I
goes the
know.
drama.
Here goes the drama.
Oh yeah. Now, Carrie. Now, the last time I was here, I had it popping. Now I had a whole panel full of people
You
over here,
sure
and
did. You
I'm
had
about
a
to get
lot of
it
people
popping
coming
again.
after you.
Oh
Oh
yeah, I
Lord,
love it.
let me get myself ready for this
Yeah,
one.
go ahead. Yeah, you might want to get ready for this. I don't know if you've been noticing what's been going. It's a lot going on. You been noticing what's been going on?
Now, what's been going on, Ken? Because maybe things that are going on, I don't know, because I unsubscribed from quite a few people on here. So I don't always
Hold
know what's
on.
going on, to be quite honest. The last real thing that I heard about was Jay Dunn. Does that have anything to do with you too?
Oh, nah, that's between
Okay.
Ben Zone and Jay Dunn. The only thing I don't like about that, in my honest opinion, everybody else that's trying to get involved in it, and she did this to me, and she talked about my mom, and woo de woo woo. So why y'all ain't putting no papers on her?
What about freedom of expression? Can't people say stuff anymore? Can't people talk anymore? Didn't somebody go to court and that got thrown out because it's your right to be able to talk and say stuff you want to? Why do
Well, that got thrown out because she's an idiot, and she kept running behind a man who didn't want her. That's why that got ran out, uh, thrown out. But um, just like I told them, if any of this stuff is real or if it's really true, between Benzone and what is her name, Jay Dunn, why I'm not in jail? Because I did way more stuff than Jay Dunn did to any of these people. I actually post this up and I said that and I disclosed this and that, and I'm still not locked up, and I still don't have no court papers on me.
but I heard at some point I did hear that you were supposed to be going to court, that they had, reported you or whatnot. What happened since then? Because that was a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure I did hear that.
In my Miss Quine voice, where the fuck that come from?
And yes, you did post some stuff on your community wall. I've seen them. I had to grab my pearls, my invisible pearls, when I saw them. I'm like, ooh. So you're saying it depends on who it is? Well, somebody said that in the chat that it's selective outrage. So you're saying you've posted all these things and you're not in court or in jail. So what's the
Yeah,
reason for all this?
yeah, yeah. That's what I think. What's the reason for it? I mean, the police. I had a fake documentation wrote on me talking about kids, and then come to find out the baby is 18 years old, but they wrote a petition on a child that was 15 years old. That
Hmm.
person not in jail for that. So what's going on around here?
Who petition on who? I don't
Oh,
remember the name.
the lady, the fat lady, Kiki, the girl, she wrote a petition on me, saying that I sexualized her daughter, and I post nudes of her daughter. It says that
Oh
all on the
Lord.
petition. But
Not nudes.
yeah, but we found out that the girl is 18. She's not 15. Did anybody go? What's up, Dwayne? Did anybody do a live on that? Oh my God, she lied on that black man and say that the baby was 15 and woo doo woo woo. Nobody ain't say nothing about that. But they was talking about the picture that I posted.
Oh. Oh, so you're saying everybody was in an uproar, talking about how Kenny's doing this and Kenny's doing that. And then it came out that the child is 18. And so that got thrown out too. Is that what you're saying? And nobody's, doing any live streams on that and talking about that too. Is that what you're saying? I'm
Yeah.
smart. I
So
gotta
let
know.
oh no, you're very intelligent. You just know
Uh
what to
uh
pick and choose on. So
uh.
I and you
So
do it
you're
well.
saying where's all that energy, after people found out she's grown? Is that
She's
what you're
yeah.
saying?
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the
The
lives. I was
same
looking for,
energy. You were looking for all of those live streams talking about it. All the
there we
people who
go.
had their petitions to say something. That's what you're saying.
There we go. Yeah, I don't I guess I got glaucoma, I got cataracts because I don't see no lives. I don't hello? You feel me, Carrie? I don't see them.
Uh, so why you gotta stir? Who do you say is trying to set you up behind the scenes?
Oh, Rita. I
Oh,
like to say names because I don't care. I'm about whatever they about. Rita, Dead Leg Chopper, Serious Bacon. Um, Somebody told me the other day that Shelly is working behind the scenes with the female Kiki to get me locked up. And I was kind of confused about that because I thought me and Shelly was good. But the reason why I'm starting to believe it because Shelly is all in the female Kiki chat and all on the panel. And I said, well, hold the fuck up. You was the first person that I sent the petition to, and you knew about it. So I'm just lost on what's going on.
so how do you know? So apart from you seeing her over there in Kiki's chat, how do you know that the other people are working behind the scenes? You mentioned a few other names. But like, what is it? What evidence is there to
Well, I'm
suggest
behind
that they're working behind the scenes trying to get you down?
what we know. I'm the king of behind the scenes. I know this for sure because when all of this kicked off, and I was whooping Kiki and her fat man ass. Excuse my language. Somebody got in contact with my wife's family. I believe that was Rita the ugliest roaster and her people. I believe it was those people. But my wife is going to give me the Instagram channel of who it was, page of who it was, and I'm whoever it was. I'm just going to dox their whole family. Yeah, I'm going to harass all of them.
Listen, that probably is a
Yeah,
fake Instagram page. Okay. That's
it is, but
probably
I
a
still
fake.
can find out who it was though. Oh yeah, I can find
Oh
out who it
Lord, so
was.
your family is being contacted, her work is being contacted and all of that
Oh
shit.
well, they can't contact her work. If once they go to contacting her work, then they're going to get in trouble. Like they can't fuck with her job. Trust me, it's been
Mm,
tried already with the stalker lady, and it didn't
wow.
turn out good for her.
So what so why so
What's up, Rose?
why do you think they're trying to get you why do you think they're trying to get come at you, Ken? What did you
I'm a
do
man.
this time?
I'm a menace.
What did you do this? You're always doing shit.
I'm always fucking with people.
You're always doing some shit. You must have gotten in a lot of trouble growing up. Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, I was horrible. I was a bad child. But here's the thing though, and I'm about to tell you the truth. Hey, Deanna, if she was still in the chat, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The reason why me and Rita into it is because Rita decided she wanted to be a mom now. Rita decided, even though the truth is out about the little girl as being 18, Rita decided she wanted to go over there by Kiki and said that I was wrong for doing what I was doing. Even though the whole storyline was a lie, it wasn't even the truth. Rita said she is the mom. So I'm like, damn, you a mom now? It's like, well, no. But she, she decided to be a mom now.
But
So,
Ken, I'm almost sure I was at one of your live streams where you were apologizing. What were you apologizing about? I
well,
don't know if I
Tadori,
missed to Dory
yeah, Tadori and Rolex.
about putting her pic out. Because correct me if I'm wrong, and for those who are in the chat too, when you put the her photo out with her mom, because these pictures were sent to you by her mom, right? You didn't
Correct.
ask for them. She sent it to show you because they were out on some
On
vacation, I think.
vacation. Correct.
Right. So she wanted to show you that they were out. So you put the picture out to show that she was sending you photos. So even
Yeah.
though she says you guys weren't cool like that, you were cool. Was that
Well,
the main reason why you put the photo out?
the main reason was when she was calling me the P word. The oversized
Oh
guy
yeah.
that eat
Oh
plants.
yeah.
Yeah, the guy that
Oh
eat
so and
him.
if you were a P word, she wouldn't have sent you those stuff. That's what you were
Correct.
saying.
That's the only reason
Did
why
you
it was put
send
out.
did you put those photos out and try to sexualize the girl or
No,
anything?
no.
Your main reason was for.
To clear my name with the P word. If I was the P word, then why did you send this? That's all it was.
Okay. So you're saying people took that and ran with it the wrong way?
She took it and ran with it the wrong way, and they believed her.
Okay.
You know.
So what you gonna do now, Ken? You have all these people coming at you. I think you named like 5 names that you think are working behind the scenes. What are your plans? What you plan to do?
Oh well, I got something in motion. I got something in motion. I'm just waiting
Okay.
for them. I'm waiting for them
Okay.
to come at me. Then when they come at me, then it's on like popcorn. Yeah,
Okay. So, ooh. So you're saying Kiki's working with that other lady now because now they're cool. Weren't they were never cool before?
yeah.
The
They
other
wasn't.
lady who
Yeah,
you said is
yeah,
on her panel and stuff?
yeah. They wasn't cool at first. They only got cool when I fell out with the other lady. Then that's when they so called got cool. Hmm.
So what have they been talking about that makes you know they're up to something?
Well, I got a source. I got a source behind the scenes that don't like what's going on, and they feel like that is wrong. And yeah, they y'all will find out. Yeah, y'all will find out. It's just dirty to me. Like when you supposed to be cool with people, and then all of a sudden you just get cool with somebody who did them dirty. Were you even ever cool with me? Is the
Co-
question.
Come on, Ken. You know this is the beef sector. You know that people are fake like that. You
Yeah,
know people act like they're good with you while they're planning stuff behind the scenes. You know that, Ken.
true. But let me ask you this serious question though, Carrie, and it's a real question. Did you ever see me set anybody up or spill anybody tea or dirt? Like I know so much stuff about a few people in the beef sector. I know the dirt, I know the slander, I know the relationships, I know the cheating. They got people in the sector that's cheating.
Oh,
Did you ever hear me say anything about any of that? You just see me come on here and just fool around and leave.
hold on, Ken. You did mention one thing. Is that your battery dying?
That's my on my phone.
I heard that. You
Damn.
did mention one day that somebody was cheating, but you didn't go in detail. I remember that.
Oh
You
yeah.
mentioned it. And the
Yes, Lord.
person was on this that's the day when you know that whole thing was happening over here. And the person
Hmm.
was saying that you should show proof.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember that one. You did
but
actually.
I
But you
have
didn't give no
proof.
details though.
You know
You
what's so
mentioned it.
crazy? Somebody sent me this lady's phone number. I think that it was her that did that. The new phone number.
But why would she do that though?
Come on. To keep a Boris storyline going.
Beginning said that in the chat that people in the beef sector make up stories so they could be, the topic.
Yep.
So, they just want the attention and stuff.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I agree with that.
I wish I had that type of energy and time. Mm-mm.
But I'm glad it's over though, Carrie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that lying story is over. And if anybody believed that person after all of this, then you just want to beef with me, and you just why you just say you can't just be real and just say I want smoke, because you can't believe a lie like that.
Well, the fact that you said that that lady's over there with her right now, I can tell there's something brewing.
Oh yeah.
We just don't know what it is right now, but you can tell when you start seeing people visiting people's channels and stuff. Just look out for something happening soon. I've seen that on more than one occasions. And
Hmm.
I'm just saying we got to start looking out because that means something is brewing. And then sometimes they get quiet. And then, boom, you see them come out with this story or that story or this
Hmm.
information. Oh, I got information in this and information. So um, we look out to see what happens next. Mm-mm.
But it's sad though, because I mean, I didn't do that lady anything. Like, what did I do to that lady for her to go over there with somebody who, I mean, slandered? If I want to take somebody to court, I could take her to court now and get everything that she have just off the petition.
Well, if we're talking about the same person, I didn't do anything to her. If you're talking about that same person, I didn't do anything to that woman.
No, no,
And
no. I think I
you
know who
know,
you talking about.
oh, you're talking about somebody else?
Yeah, I'm talking
Type
about.
it in the
Hold
back.
on, let
Let
me
me see
type
if
in
we're
the back.
talking about the same person.
Yeah, you. Let me see who you talking about. Because if I think you talking about that same person, they fell out. And they fell out hard.
Foot Soldier says some of these people you were once cool with them, then they are the problem. Now, hold on. I can't read English. I can't speak it or read it. Hold on. Some of these people you were once cool with them, now they are the problem. Did you ever stop to think that maybe I should watch how some people move on here, including yourself, and just take a step back? I guess that's for you, Ken. Hey,
I
Miss
agree with that.
Gerald.
I agree with that. I don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Beginning says every dog will get its day in the sector, just like JD is, and it will always come at an unsuspecting time. Hold on.
Mm.
I'm back. I'm okay.
Yeah, I told her about that. She. I seen that coming though.
Every time, Michi, I can count about five people on here. Well, five or maybe
Meet
four.
Black.
They always say, "Oh, I'm done with the sector. This sector is always doing this and that." And
That
then you
sound like
see
me.
them.
That sound like me.
Can you leave here every hour,
I
on the
sure do.
hour, every freaking day? You've been doing this for years, Ken. This is why I just know what I know when I leave that shit.
but you gotta
Ken will type a
admit.
whole post on this community wall. I'm done. I'm gonna take a break. Trust and believe you're gonna see Ken tomorrow. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll be
We're
back.
talking about the other ones who have this whole speech and they do their whole thing and talk about how they're leaving and they're doing other content or they're doing
Yeah,
this and that. They
yeah.
never leave. And
Hurricane.
it's been years
Yeah.
of them doing that. And there's another one, even the one who was cool with Brianna. She's always leaving. Even when they were having that whole situation with the peace love stuff from way back, she'll say she's leaving, but she's still in the chat, or she's still, listen, or she's still clicking the links. That's before
Oh,
she had her channel. So there's like a
oh.
lot of that happens here. You know,
Yeah, it is true.
Shady Boo says, "I hate that speech. Hell, just leave, right?" Michi says, "I'm not
yeah.
talking about you, Ken."
No, no, I know you weren't talking about me, but I do agree with that though.
Ken has not typed in the private chat to let me see if we're talking about the same person.
Oh,
But
hold
in
on.
general, all I'm just saying in general is you would not do things to people, but they'll still, you know, out of nowhere because they're so pathetic, or I should say they're always, thinking of stuff in their head. They'll think you're doing something and they'll find reasons to have. Nah.
Not that. Oh, so
No.
it is the same person. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
don't
is
have
the
to do
same person.
anything to anyone because they're so evil and they're always thinking evil stuff. They think everybody else is trying to, come against them too. And maybe one of, the other persons in their head because, they have several persons talking in their heads because they're not
Okay, so
mentally stable. You
type
know,
who you talking about. It got to be the same person
it is the
because
same
it's
person,
only
Ken.
okay. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, I really don't see you doing nothing to nobody. To be honest, like you
Let,
be in your own little lane.
let it be told I was behind the scenes doing shit, and I'm yet to see any tangible evidence to say, okay, this is what she did. I am yet to see anything come up to say, oh, she was doing this, and here is proof she did that. Here, but people can always say what they want and think because it comes out of their mouth, it's factual. But because I know who I am on here and out of here, outside of here, I don't worry about shit people say. I don't. I don't care.
Did you hear about the lie about this Rico DeBrack clown?
No, what happened? I saw
Oh
Rico
yeah,
in a chat the other day, and Rico was saying that he was trying to say something. I don't even know what it was, and I told him I don't know what he's talking about, and I left that
lying.
at there.
It
What
probably was a lie.
what
The Rico
happened?
DeBra Well, he said that I was in his DMs trying to get a I think they say a booty picture, body, whatever. I don't know. Some type of picture from him. Man.
I remember that. I knew that was a lie.
I said, what?
You have to love the beef sector, and people believe. Some people believed, Ken. Some
They
people actually
believed
believed
it.
in that shit, but it was funny though. I'm not gonna
Pizarro did a whole live for hours believing it.
lie.
I said, okay, wow. But Pizarro, I'm gonna leave that alone. But like I said, what I had to laugh myself. I ain't gonna lie, because that was funny as hell.
I found
I-
it hilarious because wasn't he cool with you at some point? Wait, did
exactly.
he mod for you at one point?
Mm-mm.
It wasn't
He
you.
never modded for me, but he always
You
was in
guys were
my
cool,
chat. Yeah, we was real cool.
and
But
then out of nowhere, you wanted some booty pics.
exactly. Exactly. I said, well, what kind of booty pictures was it then? It depends, nigga. How
beginning
about that?
says beginning says I don't care about Rico telling lies on Ken because Ken has told a shitload of lies on people.
Thank you. Hello. I'm the king of all liars. The hell? How a liar
Oh,
gonna lie on a liar? Nigga, you sound stupid.
oh
Sit your ass
Lord.
down.
Mm-mm. Glama says she didn't believe it because that just came out of nowhere. You know,
Exactly.
I, some
It's
people
a lot
actually
of people.
believed
What
it.
she was in the chat saying she didn't believe it. Everywhere it went, she was in the chat. I don't like Ken, but I definitely don't believe that. I know that it's a lie. Dwayne was shout out to Dwayne, man. Dwayne was fighting for me in them chats, boy. Dwayne said, "Bro, ain't like that. You lying on, bro." I thought they was gonna get into it. Shit, Uncle James said he didn't believe it. Um, I know if Deanna would have heard about it, she would have went live and cussed the whole beef sector out. But yeah, nobody they didn't believe it. Yeah, Rita said she had receipts. A fucking
And that
joke.
picture they had out of you, I don't know if they took a clip from a video that they said it was you. Shit.
To be
I
honest
haven't
with
heard
you, I didn't even look at that picture. To be honest with you,
it.
I just heard people saying that it's you. It is you. I said what? D Spot sent me the picture. I look. I said I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I glanced off and I went on about my business. But just like I said, two people made that picture. and we know who the two people is, and that's why I ain't pay attention to it, and I will never pay attention to it. Straight men shouldn't even be looking at pictures like that. Real straight men. I don't believe that either. Yeah, I know.
Mm-mm. But is that the same time that they were asking him to click the link and he would not click the links? Is that
Yes.
around the same time? But what
Mm-hmm.
happened though? Maybe he did it on his channel then. I don't know. I
It was
don't know.
disgusting though. It was Rico out of all people. What?
No, no, Ken, where are you behind the scenes with Rico? Ken, come on, Ken.
Well, actually, Rico was trying to send me Reed information when me and Reed was going at it. He just DM'd me Reed information out the blue, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And he was like, bro, this so and so information. And he sent it to me, and I was like, okay, thank you, bro. But I never put it out. Like, nigga, I don't trust you. I see him in chats lying on every damn body. One day he cool, the next day he lying on the people. I said, oh, okay, thank you, bro, and blocked his ass.
Wow. Glama says they were trying to convince Ken that that was him.
Yeah, it was funny as hell though. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. They said, look at the dreadlocks. Look at how your head and your lips look. I said, bro, I'm not looking at none of that. The fuck? It was funny though.
Ken, somebody got a question for you, Ken. How can you point fingers at someone else for doing the same thing you do? Make it make sense.
Well, oh, that's a good question, by the way. It's a good question. Make it funny and make it interesting. That's how. Well, they can believe. Well, I'll say this. I I can show. Yeah. Oh, definitely the person. Yes, and yeah, it's that person. Uh, I show receipts. That's how people could believe me. Show receipts. And these past few months, I've been showing receipts on everything I've been bringing out. Y'all got to give me that.
I'm not gonna lie though, Ken. I know when you're lying.
Well,
When
yeah,
I'm
you know
listening
what
to you,
I'm
I
lying.
know. I know when you're lying. I know when you're joking around. I know when you're bluffing. Most of the times I'm right. I'll be like, listen to this guy here. But at the same time, though, people will be saying, no, who would want to support Ken when he does all these violent, disgusting stuff? But you support people who do the same things too.
hmm
You're friends, you're cool with people who's dox people, you're cool with people who has, drop people's information in chat, still doxing though, but you're cool with
hmm
people who have done a lot of crazy stuff on here. So how dare you point facts at other people? Ooh.
That's just what
Oh.
they do. She got a
How
mess.
dare you point your fingers at other people when you are friends, you're cool with people, you watch people, you support people who has done some really vile and disgusting stuff. Not because you like them or because they're a certain type of content creator on here that everybody likes. It doesn't take away from the fact that they've done some really nasty shit on here too. You know? So if you're gonna point on one, point on everyone. If you're gonna get upset that people watch Ken, get upset that people watch almost every other content creator on here. You know?
Right.
That's just how I look at it.
Yeah, all
People
of us do the same stuff. Like it ain't nothing different. Like, well, it is something different. I'm just nasty and disgusting with mines, but at least I own up to mines. I own up to the nasty and disgusting stuff I say, but it's because people say stuff to me. They don't say nasty stuff to me, but they say stuff to me. But you damn sure know that I'm going to say something nasty and disgusting back.
You've
That's
said
why I ask
some
people don't do
disgusting
it.
shit on here,
Oh
Ken.
yeah, yes,
You
Lord.
have. You really have. Some of them I wish you didn't. Some of them I wish you just didn't come out of your mouth. But I'm like, you know what?
hmm
This is a beef sector. I can't expect anything different. Glama, you're so right. Glama says most of the people in the beef sector, their hands are dirty. They all just fight different, but they still have unclean hands. You're right. And
Correct.
they're the ones who come on here acting like they have some moral code and they don't. You're the last person who should talk about certain things because you know what you've done behind the scenes, you know?
Correct. yeah. But I own up to mine. I tell y'all what I do. I don't because I don't care how nobody feels about me. I don't really care. Especially I don't care what they say about me. I don't give a damn about that. But I mean, it is what it is. At least I own up to what I say. They gotta cry and lie and oh, I would never do that. Yeah, I would. Yes, I would, and I'll do it again.
Shit. I just feel like something nasty is coming up, but we'll see what happens. I just
Kim is
feel
gonna
that
tell
way. The fact
everybody
that
I
you
was
come over
gay.
here.
What the hell you talking about? The way? What the way talking about?
What are you talking about, Dwayne?
The way be funny as hell, boy. He be funny when he cussed that lady out.
Who did he cuss out?
The same lady we talk about.
Oh. Oh, I heard about that too. I did. I don't think I watched it in live action, but I heard about it, and she's trying to get upset at the channel holder for what came out of Dwayne's mouth.
Yeah,
But then again, I'm hearing that Dwayne was already up there and she chose to go up there. So,
yeah,
and
and
uh,
question him, and that's why it came out how it came out.
like, since I've been on here, most of the people that I fell out with, it's them being upset about who I have on my panel. Almost,
Hmm.
almost all of them that I've been, that and I don't even want to say fell out with. They fell out with me. I don't even
But you,
care.
yeah,
I don't give a rat's ass. But I'm just saying, they want me to talk to the person who they're arguing with, and I'm like, but you two are arguing. Am I supposed to jump in? Most of the times, I'm trying to jump in and tell them to stop. But at the same time, I am not responsible for the words that come out of somebody's mouth.
right.
I am not the one who thought about the words of what to say. So you cannot hold me accountable for the words that come out of people's mouth. That's just how it is. And it's not my problem if your ego is easily bruised. It's not my problem, you know? That's just how it is.
What else is going on that you want to comment on?
I
Well,
don't
you
know shit
usually don't
going
know.
on.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
about
know
to say
shit. I
that.
I, I get bits and pieces when I drop in certain chats because I'm always multitasking and you know. But the last thing I heard about was Jay Dunn. What else
Trish,
is? You should probably tell me. You are in. Okay, you
I
tell
don't
me
know
about
either.
Trish. You
Oh,
tell me
all
about
right,
what's going
Trish.
on with Trish though,
Okay, now
because
Trish, we
that's
know
hilarious.
Trish do these award shows, and the people who supposed to win don't win. Now, what categories is she going to have? Who had the most scandals? Who had the most? Who had the most breakups, and who was in love, and who had the most storylines and stuff like that. I want to. I'm very very interested on who gonna win those categories because we all know who had the most scandals, the most storylines, and we all know who made the beef sector pop more than anybody. But I want to see who gonna win in them categories.
Now, Ken, did you buy your ticket yet?
Hell no, I ain't buy. I'm not buying that. How much the ticket is? We gotta buy a
I
ticket.
don't know, like 500 or 150 or something
Uh,
like that. I think
I
there are
was
different levels to this shit. I think she has different prices for her tickets. So I don't know. I don't know.
for a YouTube award show that she could have did online.
YouTube awards. I made fun because when I just came on here and I didn't, I was trying to think of
Is
stuff to
Trisha on
do.
crack or
I
something?
remember doing an award ceremony on here like a year ago. It was a simple one though. It wasn't a big deal. It was just something to do. And I
You
had
should
some
do another one.
awards.
I liked it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I remember that. You should do it again.
It was just a laid back type of thing though, because I'm a laid back kind of girl. So I did that and I'm like, so
150 to 500. She
yeah.
on
Oh, I
drugs.
was right. There you go. So she's gonna rent a whole. I don't know where she went because it has levels too. She's gonna rent out somewhere to have a YouTube awards that she doesn't know who are the people who are gonna come. Is there a demand? Like how many people are gonna show up to this thing? Like
Hmm.
I don't even know when she's being truthful or if she's being funny or anything. Hey Linda B, good morning.
Well, you ready for me to be messy? Cause I'm the messiest straight nigga you ever seen. Watch this here.
Shit.
I'm about to be messy as hell. Um, Well, we have a new storyline building, a new hey Auntie Donna,
Good morning, Donna, Auntie Donna.
how I'm gonna put this. We have a new scandal is revealing before our eyes. Okay, you want me to tell you who it is? I'm gonna say allegedly on your platform.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, from what I let me whisper because my little daughter, she's nosy. Uh well, from what I hear, Trish is in love with this Mahia guy. Yeah. Auntie Donna, I'm lying about that.
I heard that too. And they're saying she's coming on camera more and stuff. Because,
Yeah.
Trish never used to come on camera a lot.
Nope.
She never did. And she's going over there all the time. She's over there a lot, I heard. And I'm hearing she's married and she just loves this guy.
Married to who? The chair?
I don't know. Not the wicker chair, but
Well, from what I heard, this is another rumor, you guys.
they say they hear it. They say they heard that too.
This is another rumor. From what I heard, Mahia wife is not impressed. She don't want Trish on the platform anymore. That's what
Oh,
I heard. Yeah, you didn't hear that from me.
oh,
Hmm.
oh. But weren't they from weren't they modded over there not too long ago?
Yeah, call me the Kendall Williams. I'm the new Wendy Williams. Kendall Williams. Let me stop
Ah,
laughing loud.
are we gonna have a like three Lord God, there's gonna be a whole love triangle. That may be a good thing coming up. I mean that may be
Wake
some
you up
good
for what
stuff coming
time?
up.
For 10?
Aunt Aunt Donna
Okay.
says, slow down, I just woke up.
Yeah, that's from what I
Ooh,
heard.
Glama says, does that mean she's gonna leave talent alone? Ooh. I heard that
No.
she liked him too. I don't know how true that is, but she said he's somebody who's been supporting her for a long time, so I don't know.
Talent usually be over here now. Hold on. That's another scandal. I gotta make rumors about. Let me go write this down. Hold on. Because I'm about to make this out of storyline. So you mean to tell me that Trish is in love with Mahia and Talent is in love with Trish, but Talent be over at Mahia watching Trish flirt with Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yeah, this is gonna be a good lie. Let me write this shit down. Hold on, let me go on mute. Oh, I'm going live today. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Hold on.
They say most of the stuff she's doing is to impress the people over. What's the name of that sector? Is that the Mo 3 sector, Canola? That she's
Yeah,
doing all of this to like she's trying to do stuff to impress the people over there.
yeah.
Because apparently
It's
the
just
people over
weird.
here don't really, do her like that.
Right.
So she got a new crowd, so she's playing off a whole different persona
Well,
over there. Like she represents the beef sector and
that's
stuff.
Ken new name. Yeah, that's my new name. Yeah, Kendall Williams. Trish, she was the first person to bring the beef sector business to the Mo 3 sector. It was Trish.
Glamour says it's the other way around. Trish likes talent.
What?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it is.
Trish is a whore.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, hell no, Trish. So you like my hair and talent? What's sassy at? I don't like this.
Michi, I went over there and peeped in from her clouds one day, and the camera was all up in her boobs and stuff. Like, who would have thought?
You
Is that
slut.
Trish? Trish is going to the gym live and stuff, and we know how her boobs look. We know everything. Like, come on, Trish, put
Oh,
your camera somewhere and do your thing. Michi's over here encouraging Ken. You should
what?
start doing that for content.
I swear to God, I should, BG. I ain't lying. I'm gonna mod you up because you messing like me.
He's
You
creating
messing
a
like me.
storyline. He's creating a storyline as we speak.
I
Oh,
swear
Sassy says
I'm.
she's here.
Where she
Sassy,
at? Where
see,
she
she's
at?
right here. Do you have some
Yeah.
info for Sassy about talent? Let me know.
Good morning. Good morning, Sassy. Well, Sassy, you didn't hear this from me because I think you heard this from Carrie. It wasn't me. Uh, so what I heard was Trish is in love with talent and she's in love with Mahia, but Mahale wife don't want Trish over there anymore because she found out that they be phone boning. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Hmm. We need a new storyline in the beef sector. So I'm going with that storyline. So you telling me that Mahale and Trish be phone boning and Talent found out? What?
Oh, so we got one storyline. Do we have any more to,
Let me see. Wait, who else?
brainstorm?
Let me see. Who we can link Big Man up with? Let's see.
Shit.
Damn, that's gonna be hard. Shit. Oof.
Michi says, Ken, this is your new job. Okay.
They gonna be all now. Hold up now. You know they gonna be on my ass now. I be running now. Y'all know I run when it get hot.
Look at
Hold
Auntie
on.
Donna. Auntie Donna says she did a live the other day, thanking the Mo 3 sector people for watching and subbing to some of the beef sector people that used to have only 5 to 10 people. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh. I heard that's most of Trish's audience now are, her
oh
new
my
folks
God.
from the Mo 3 sector.
I
Let me
see
see who
Don.
was
That's big shade. That's big old shade. Trish, you there? Two people in her life. That's her out this road.
But I did hear about this whole.
Oh,
Ooh, Linda says, "Lord help." Oh Lord. So we
oh,
got
I'm
one
about to start some
storyline
drama.
now.
I'm about to start drama today. I'm gonna put it right in my title.
Oh, but Honest Roy is gonna be her host for her show. That's what I
And
heard.
Lenore.
Ooh, and V Lenore, that's nice.
What
Did
the
V Lenore
hell?
really check to make sure this is a real event though?
What the hell?
I
Hold
hope
on,
she
let me write
did.
something in the back chat. What the
I
hell
heard that
going on over there?
I heard that Honest Roy signed a contract and everything.
Did he get a his first month rent?
What?
Cause we know Trisha shit. Trisha say she a millionaire quick and she got about 4 prisons.
Come on, she said she didn't buy none. I don't know if she was looking into getting one and it didn't come through, but I don't think she said she buy. I've heard people say it. Yes, Dwayne, I heard it. I think where was I when I heard that? I think it was over by Ness's channel some time ago, a few days ago, I think.
Hey, check the back chat. Go look at that and tell me what the hell is going on over there. The hell is this?
I'll be back.
The hell these women supposed to be? Oh man, boy, y'all studs is something else, boy. Lord have mercy. Hmm. Anyway, can't call you. Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all something. It's gonna go down today. I'm gonna write a script. I need Sassy to help me with it because Sassy good at telling stories. Matter of fact, I'm about to go watch about 3 of Sassy videos so I can go ahead on and tell me a story about this scandal that's going on between Trish and Mahale, from what I heard. And I know Mahale gonna eat my ass up. But we need a new storyline. I'm sorry. We need something new. Kendall Williams is coming soon. Kendall Williams is coming soon. I'm telling y'all right now. And y'all know I don't give a damn about what nobody think about me because I would lie on your ass in the quickness. So you better get ready. Oh Lord, what the hell is going on over there? Oh Jesus Christ. The hell? Oh, she supposed to be gay. You like nigga man? Lord have mercy. Yeah. Oh, okay. I ain't watching it anyway. Shit. Don't roll like the devil. Oh, and we lie, baby. Why you want? You hear me?
One thing for sure, one damn thing for sure is
What?
that a lot of people who were not doing lives before, they are turning it up for the December. They're trying to
Yep.
make sure they get a really good AdSense check at the end of the month. So we're seeing everything that's happening. We're seeing the extra, you know, and the different storylines that are being created. People who don't talk about certain things, you see them talking about it. It's a lot going
Yep.
on. People
Sure
are
is.
showing out right now, and It's like they come out at certain times. I'm telling you. It's
But
just a yearly thing. I watch this happen.
do it feel like the old beat? Look at King Roman. Do it feel like the old B sector
Hey,
to
King
you?
Roman. Absolutely not.
Damn. She said absolutely not.
Well,
Oh
hold on.
man.
There is one thing that's a little bit of it seemed like the old beef sector was the other day when Lady Nika and James were fighting. That was old beef sector right there. Okay.
That definitely was because they was going at it. And it was good too. I
Oh
ain't gonna even
yeah.
lie.
That was really good. Hey Strictly. Hey everybody coming in. That
Now
one was really good.
now let me give my honest opinion on that. Cause we know I like Auntie Nika. I love me some bro James. But let me tell you this. I wouldn't have read that message. I think that they set her up. That's just my opinion. They set her up, but she still read it.
King Roman, he takes his time with me. He's messy. He'll turn shit up over here sometimes. Once he comes over here, you know what's gonna happen. But he takes his time with me sometimes because he knows I don't, do the
Yeah,
swinging and
yeah.
banging type of shit.
She don't like that. You got to ease it in. Like you got to crack. Let me tell y'all how Carrie is. Let me tell y'all how I be getting Carrie to co-sign my messiness. You gotta. I ain't gonna say sweet talk. You got a sweet laugh. You got to make her laugh. You got to ease it in, and once you make her laugh, you got her. It's over
I'm
with.
don't think my eyes are wide open, Ken. Trust and believe,
You be doing
okay?
exactly what I'm
They
doing.
are wide open. Hey, D Love. Good morning. Hey to everybody coming in. Listen, that for that thing that happened with Lady Nika and James, I have mixed feelings about it, and you're gonna find some people they think one way, another not. Some people
Mhm.
say it was a setup, and for some people they look at it another way, which is they're cool. They normally text each other. So it would have been a normal thing for her to text her to say, I'm going live, you know?
To
And then
say
you have,
that though.
but then the other part, she told her not to read.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So I look at it both ways, you know? I don't just look at it, I don't do one dimensional type thinking. It could be that it's a regular occurrence because we don't know. Like sometimes if she's going live, does she say, because she doesn't go live a lot. So
Right,
it could be that okay, I'm going live, so let me tell her I'm going live. But at the same time, the last part of the message, it wasn't for the public consumption. Let's put it that way. They weren't
right.
supposed to hear it. But then you have other people who are saying, she says she doesn't want to have anything to do with it. So I can see that part too. She doesn't want to have anything to do with people dragging James. So I can also see that part from that
Yeah,
angle.
she did
Right.
say that. She did say
Right.
if you into it with him, don't add her, don't tell her nothing about it because she don't want to be involved in it. She
Right.
did say that.
Yeah, so for her announcing that April is gonna go live, she would still get a lashing after it to say, "Oh, you were there promoting to say that April is gonna go live, and you knew she was gonna talk about James." You see what I'm saying? So I got to look at
Hmm.
it both ways, so I can see it. So some people say it's a setup. I can see both ways.
Hold on, somebody DM me. Wait, is it true? What? I ain't about to say that. And that's not true, you weirdo. Oh, you they got some weird people on Instagram. Who started that rumor? Like that's not I didn't even hear that. Weirdo ass.
Oh, I
Let
wonder
me
what
block
that is. Oh, you
a
ain't
lie.
blocking shit. You ain't
I
blocking
still ain't. I'm
nobody.
about.
You're
I
not
want to hear
blocking.
about this rumor shit.
We got another rumor. So you got one storyline already that you got to work on. Put your pen to paper, get that one going. What's the next one?
Let me see who else. I don't know. I gotta.
The
Which
people want to know. Dwayne
I
wants to
want to
know
ask the chat.
what's the rumor. Tell it.
What's the? Nah, cause I don't. That I'm cool with that person. I don't want that to be a rumor because some truth gonna come out in that. So I don't want that to get out. Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're working on the love triangle with Trish. It's a
Yeah,
love
we need.
square at this point, but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh, damn. Who else? Who else I don't like on here? I'm gonna ask the chat. Sassy come from Sassy. Where you come from? Like I didn't even know she was here. All I said was, "What's Sassy at?" Sassy dropped down and said, "I'm here." Shit.
That's when we're talking about Trish and her love liking talent and stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
Well, Talent did support Trish for years, and now I don't think that Talent really want Trish. To be honest with you, I think Talent is trying to make somebody jealous. That's what it looks like to me.
ooh, put that to the paper. Come on, write that word
Oh,
down.
oh, Sassy, do you want to be a part of the storyline?
You gotta jot that one in too. Come on, Ken.
I definitely got to drop that in. Talent is gonna drag me for filth. But bro, I understand Talent, but I got to do it because the beef sector is dry right now, and you know they believe my lies now. Come on now.
She says you gotta keep going. That's a good one. So
Oh
talent is trying to get somebody jealous.
yeah,
Okay.
that was I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see.
You got 4 points
Talent.
so far.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You. What else I got to do? Well, Talent is trying to get Sassy jealous. Let me see. But he know that she don't like Trish. So that's why he's. Oh yeah, let me write this down. I gotta go. I gotta go. We got a storyline. Storyline Saturday with Kendall Williams. Yeah, I'll be back. Oh, I gotta go. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Carrie, y'all. Carrie started this storyline, y'all.
Ah, oh really? You gotta do your rumor report show. And you know who is making things even worse? Michi. Michi's encouraging all of this shit. Michi named the show already. It's the Kendall Williams show of rumors. Okay. Rumor has it that there's a love triangle going on, a love square going on. We're gonna hear more about it as Ken does his investigative reporting and stuff. He's gonna do his thing in the back. Um, stay tuned. There'll be more. Shady Blue says all we need. Shady, you got the right name. Come on, Dwayne. No, all we need is a shady cameraman. Okay. So Shady, you could do that part. You could be a part of the team. Sassy says she's gonna go cry brown skin tears in her car. Shady Blue, you could be the cameraman. Okay. Michi says Ken needs to do something new. So Ken got something he's gonna deal with. But for those who are just coming in, Ken actually said that something's about to drop because obviously some people are working behind the scenes. That's one of the main reasons why he said he's gonna come up here and be messy. That was that on that. He said there's something brewing because some people are now cool with each other and working behind the scenes. So look out for the big one. And we know sometimes when we see people quiet for a while, especially here in this sector, when they're quiet for a while, you know they're planning stuff behind the scenes. Look out for it. Okay. Because some people, their only content they can come with is some drama. So they work stuff out, they run their plays, they make up shit, they contact people, and then they do their big one behind the scenes and come on here and do their big one. That's what they do. Okay. Foot Soldier says, "Don't drop a tear, Sassy. You gotta work with Sassy. You gotta work with it. You gotta work." Kenny's come with something really good because he's like, we need some more storylines out here. So here we go. We have one coming up. So the big hey newbie. Good morning, everyone coming in. So the big thing, the big event for next year is Shush Trish's YouTube Street Awards. I think I call it YouTube. YouTube. I guess that's what it's called. Put down your $500, stow that away so you'll be able to buy your tickets. I don't know what those on the 150 plan is going to get. The ticket is going to give you, but you're in when you're at this huge awards ceremony that she's planning. Um, it is open to everyone, I'm hearing. I don't know if I could take her seriously because sometimes she says stuff and I don't know when she's being serious. Okay. But then again, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to say, okay, she's been planning this for years and putting it off and stuff. So in the fourth year, maybe this will be it. Because if you go and look at the video that she did some years ago, I think that happened like 3 or 4 years ago. She was planning her YouTube Streets Awards. um, so maybe she's actually ready. Maybe she's actually ready this time around. So let's see what happens as we await with bated breath. We're gonna see what happens for I think it's October 2024. The YouTube Streets Awards. Um, I don't know if the hosts are gonna remain the same because we know what happens. And somebody said something the other day. I think they were um comparing it to her fashion show. They were comparing this show, this YouTube awards show that she has coming up, to her all female fashion show. Like, how many people are gonna be there? How many people are gonna turn up for this fashion show? I I don't I don't know. Like, how many she had her big one when she was doing her all females fashion show, and only I think one person turned up, like who actually said that. Hold on, I cannot. Hold on. Okay, hold. Oh, Sassy want the link. Hold on. There goes the link. Foot Soldier says, I think some people need. I see some of these people need some meds ASAP. Okay. Foot Soldier wants to know if wigs are involved. Well, we'll see. You know, she's famous for her huge wigs, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Michi says, I was on one this morning. I'm not saying you got to go finish the storyline with Ken, though, Michi. You have to. But you know what? Even though I was making fun of what happened, one person turned up. Hold on. I think this is Sassy in the back. I'm going to make sure. Hold on. Is that you, Sassy?
How are you? Happy
Oh,
Saturday.
okay. I'm good, Sassy. Welcome. I think this is your first time here. Welcome to
No,
my channel.
my first time here.
Oh, you've clicked my link before. I'm sorry.
I have. It's probably been a minute. One time I clicked your link, we were just talking about basic stuff, and then one time I clicked your link to cuss out Ken Nola and
Oh,
Kwani.
okay. That was a while ago. Well, thank you for coming out. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just lazy Saturday, kind of, sort of. I got to do a whole bunch of cleaning up and errands.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always in the bushes when I can be. When I get up early on a Saturday, because that's normal, your normal time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I always like it when someone calls my name and I'm in the bushes and I can just swoop down, as Grandma says, "Hi, I'm here." You know,
that,
go
that
ahead.
was Ken. That was Ken. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, it happens. Ken and I definitely, we're trying to wave the white flag. I'm not a Ken fan. However, I am a fan of people turning over new leaves. So I do think it's really cool that he, even facetiously is trying to, the Kendall Williams thing. I think that's his zhuzh, right? So I wanna help him out a little bit. I am a good storyteller, Ken, if you're still in the bushes. And one thing I don't do is write anything down ever. So that's a different type of thing, right? When you're writing things down, Ken, it's going to be like forced. So I want you to try to like work on imagining in your mind how that situation happened and then just go for it, and then use the chat too. The chat will always help you out. So if you have the ability to read the chat while you're like imagining, and then put some truth in it too, I mean, I
Oh, he got to sprinkle a little truth in it so it's
you have to
believable.
yeah, exactly. You have to sprinkle some in it. Like if I were doing that story, I would
He's in the chat. He's there. He is. I'm
okay,
sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if I was doing that story, I would look up at my ceiling and I would say, "Oh, I wonder how Trisha's husband feels about her incessant behavior on the internet all these years." And then I would go from there. I would just create a whole story about how this poor man feels. Like, is he in a wheelchair? Is he disabled somehow? Because he never yells. We never hear him. We never, he's never talking. And she's up screaming and yelling and making up award shows in the middle of the night, and she's furiously printing off certificates for said award show. Then she goes to flirting with these various men on the YouTube streets. Like you just and I'm you just look up at the ceiling, Ken, and just start from there, and then it'll just roll off. Now I'm not gonna give you any tea on my ex, God bless him and his future endeavors. However, yeah, just try that. I just wanted to click the link and try to give you a few pointers on how you do it so it's believable, Ken. That's part of it. But Sassy, I don't know y'all business, but I did respect your relationship. Yeah, you can leave like the Langston part can be on it is on Trish. The Langston part is on Trish. So you see, like a lot of times when I'm telling these stories, there's people involved that I really fuck with. So I have to kind of put them in the story, but then leave them out of it. You see, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You see, yeah. I mean, it's a way to talk about the story, but talk around the people that you like. I'm just feeling in a good mood this morning, Carrie, and I just wanted to give uh
I'm glad you gave the tips for Ken on his storytelling because he's in the chat taking the he's getting right, King Roman. That's the word. He's getting a tutorial. He got
yeah,
some tips here and there. I hope he listens and puts that into consideration when he's doing his script. Remember, look in the ceiling. Ken,
look at the
look.
ceiling, and then occasionally look at the chat, and then Ken, you gotta like a little tick tick boom. So you gotta suppress your tick tick boom because if you start calling people, like booty lickers and all this kind of stuff in the middle, then you're fucking up the story. You know what I'm saying? Like keep that you can't keep tick tick boom under control. But yeah, if you can
And
keep it
feed off the chat.
at feet, you have that's me, Carrie. But I'm an improvist. Like people have different styles of telling the tea. My style is improv. So that's why if I'm talking about you, the best thing to do is stay out of the chat. Because if you start talking back, then it's on and popping. You've done nothing more than help feed my story. See, people, I don't know why people don't understand that. Don't talk shit in the chat. And I'll just hurry up, finish with your storyline and move on to the next. But when you start talking shit, then now I'm on you for an hour. However, I don't say vile, vulgar things to people. So that's what I'm trying to tell Ken. You can involve them, but when you get to all that other stuff, then you're going to lose them. So just try to, yeah, I think more, it's better for him to just look up at the ceiling. Yeah, I actually do. Yeah, take your
Okay.
medicine. Take your medicine before, right before. I'm talking. Take the medicine. Hit the live button. That's what I'm talking about. Like right there. Boom, boom. Like don't wait no time in between the medicine and clicking the goddamn live button. Don't. Because what if you forget? Then we all fucked up. And then you're gonna be running away from YouTube for 2 or 3 weeks, which is really 2 or 3 days, and
Or two
it's
or 3 hours.
or
Keep
two or
going.
three. Thank you for the correction. Or 2 or 3 motherfucking hours, Carrie. Okay, shutting every goddamn thing down. Gotta bring the channel back. Oh, it's just a hot fucking mess.
I'm gonna delete my channel. I'm gonna get off of here.
I'm getting off of here. You guys suck. The beat. Oh,
Five
it's just
hours
it,
later.
oh,
That's Ken.
so
And
that's
I've been watching him long enough to know when he's fooling around or when he says stuff. But I'm looking forward to the storyline. It should provide some entertainment for a little bit, even if it's for a little while. It should.
If he actually did it, I think he would enjoy it because it's fun when people know that you're just telling a story. It's fun. Like it's just goofy and it's fun and it's like I said, as long as you put a little bit of truth in there, so it's just not total lie roasting. And he might not be serious, but we're doing this all in jest. But it is actually fun to do. I would assume, especially on like a regular basis for people who want to be out there and because all that heavy stuff is like that's old, that's last year's news. Like people just want to have fun right now. So if he wants to.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I got tagged. Somebody said, "Oh, are you gonna talk about Trish on your wall?" And I said, "No, I don't watch Trish." So people I don't watch never make the wall. And when I say I don't watch somebody, I literally don't watch them. I don't have a need to. But I guess,
That's me.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. I'm not even saying it out of spite or, just bitch, I don't watch you.
Right. And everybody's not everybody's cup of tea. So
Period. I don't
if
know
I
why.
say I don't watch somebody, damn sure I don't watch them because I'm already not subscribed. I'm not watching you.
It
Okay.
literally means I do not watch you. And of course there's exceptions. If something gigantic is going on,
Right.
of course I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna peep in. But
Right. Peep
there's
in. Or
something.
if you're going to need it to be a part of a discussion, as part of your show, I can see that.
Mm,
But
yeah, but I mean, Trish is not that. It's really just Trish and TMO that I will not watch.
mm,
Ironically, those are people that probably are mentioning my name. However, they're just so fucking insignificant that what am I gonna do? Like go back and forth with Trish and TMO? It's that would make me silly in my opinion. So there's no need for me to watch.
but have you ever had any situation with what's her name with Trish before?
Lots,
Like oh, okay.
lots.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
enough history. Trish stopped talking to me when me and Langston started dating.
Oh. Ken, are you listening? Okay. Alrighty. So she didn't like the fact that you two got together. Okay. So
No,
so this started a few years ago then.
this,
Okay.
this is long time.
We're
Yeah, this
looking at about 3 years ago, probably.
I've been here so yeah, 3 years, probably about 3 years ago.
Hmm. Okay, so I could see where that stems from, and I think I know where the other one started with TMO. Yeah. Okay. Was it the Black Doll thing with TMO?
No, that didn't start there. I finished it there. It didn't start there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't do things like that unless I'm trying to finish something. Yeah,
Okay.
people don't understand that. But the GMO had been accosting me for probably 2 years before I did that. So I thought it was very
Okay.
funny that people turned on me not knowing the history. Like I'm not a mean girl. I'm not gonna just and then it was so funny because it was a straight trolling somebody, and people are so outraged. And this girl has said the most disgusting things about me, and like I'm talking disgusting. And I'm like, girl, aren't you supposed to be happily married and you got a family life and what are you doing? And so no, so they didn't start there. I finished it there. Let's be very clear.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Since you started doing beef sector material, like, let me put that in quotation. Did you find that you ended up falling out with a lot of people? Because
No, not,
I'm
not
imagining, were you like just doing regular subscriber thing, talking in the chats before you started your channel?
Of course. I mean, I was a super chatter.
Right.
Yeah, I did the whole, I was a super chatter. It was like either you love to see me coming or you didn't want to see me coming because it was the same sassy in the chat. I was gonna push the envelope, right? Then I
Okay.
started getting on panels. Then I created my channel.
And you haven't fallen out with people since you create, like, a lot of people since you created your channel? No?
No,
Because it seems to be something I see happening on here. You'll be cool talking in the chats, being on the panels and stuff. And the moment you decide to have your own voice on your channel, that's when everything goes. People start finding more problems, and people fall out. Well, I guess you've been doing good then, because you only
yeah,
said
I
two
mean,
names. You've been doing good,
and
Sassy.
that
So
and that
that's good.
again, and that happened before my channel. That had nothing to do with my channel,
Oh,
at
well,
all.
yeah, yeah.
Zero to do with my channel. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think that most people get my personality. Like yes, I talk a lot of shit, but there's boundaries in place, right? You're not going to hear me talk about anybody like personally, or they're outside of YouTube life per se.
Mm-hmm.
I will, but you know what I mean. I will, but
Right.
not. It's going to be like, to throw slick shade, roasting, gagging, making fun. It's not anything to really, really be like vulgar or vile. I mean, do I hurt people's
Right.
yeah, I hurt people's feelings. Yeah, they might be irritated with me. I'm talking shit about them, but us just straight up falling out, I don't know. I mean, like uppity. I mean, she didn't care for my commentary, but who would care for that commentary? That's very heavy.
Yeah.
You
And
know what
some
I'm
people are always on the defense. So whether or
saying?
not you're, being objective and stuff, they're always going to be on the defense, especially if you're talking about them. So, that'll cause them to be upset. I
And
get
I'll tell
that.
you one thing that people do to me, and maybe it's because they need content, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean, they need content. They come live every day. But so for me, I do a live on Sunday. They're irritated with me. They may go somewhere and talk about it. Maybe I saw it, maybe I didn't, but I don't respond to it. So then what that does is it allows them to like get unmad. You know what I mean? Because we're not going back and forth. I'm just allowing them to be pissed off because I know I irritated them, and then we're done. Like then it kind of it dissipates, because how are you gonna keep being mad at somebody who was just really roasting and gagging you? You know what I'm saying? But if
Right,
I come
right.
back, if I do another live, well, bitch, fuck your mama. Now we into a beef. I don't I don't prescribe to that. I don't like that.
For me, it takes too much energy, so I don't bother with that type of shit. I got too much going on apart from this, so I can.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
it's not in my energy. I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
really.
have that energy for that type of shit. I'll
I'm really.
watch it.
Yeah, like
I'll
for me.
watch it. I'll comment. I'll do, but I don't take that type of shit up. I cannot.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's just not part of my personality. That's all. I don't. Nobody. Nothing is better or worse. It's just not how I resolve issues. It's not part of my personality. So I'm not going to change for the beef sector. Everybody. One thing about the beef sector is they have worked on letting everybody do them. You know what I mean? Like nobody.
Right.
Like for me, I'm not gonna click a link and say, "Oh, y'all need to stop cussing each other out," and y'all need. I'm not. That's dumb. But also, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want people trying to tell me that I need to be more reactionary, or that I need to care about this or care about. That's not my personality. It's just not like this,
Right.
point blank period, and I'm done.
Right.
But I
King
never do
Roman news.
carry on you, so that's easy to say.
Come again? I didn't catch that one.
I'm sorry, I was reading King Romans.
I was just about to read it. I prefer you being straightforward in your comment. Right. Right. I agree with you. I like straight shooters too, King Roman news. I prefer that. Right.
Yeah, I mean, but I have to bite my tongue a lot, because I've learned over the years. Sometimes it's a little too early for the straight shooting. Sometimes you don't know the whole story. Sometimes, there's just other stuff going on. So, sometimes I do gloss over things purposely because it's a lot of reasons. Maybe it's too heavy. Maybe I feel like I don't know the whole story. Maybe I know both sides of the story and I know one person is lying. There's a whole bunch of reasons, you know, why I may not just straight up say what it is that I'm actually feeling or thinking. And I have been told that the way that I talk is kind of may hit people kind of hard sometimes. So, these aren't people in my real life. So I
I
don't,
don't get that impression, but carry on.
I know, right? I know. It's very interesting, but because I don't know these people, and again, that's what I have to stand on. Sometimes I know a lot and I just be like, "Ooh, okay, if I say that, then it's going to open up something else." And sometimes I don't know enough. So I just say, "Okay, forget it." I just had to do it the other day. And I said, "Okay, I won't address it again. I'm good. I got the message."
Since that commentary you did on Sunday about the situation with Uppity,
Mhm.
have you seen any improvements? Do you think she's listened to
Ah,
some of your pointers? And have you seen any improvement?
uh, any improvement? Well, Uppity doesn't think she needs improvement. I do think that that it was I am surprised that she was able to I guess the last time I saw her on an extended panel was at Max Boogie, and I can't remember when that was. If today was Saturday, maybe that was Monday.
I think I saw it. I peeped in, but I got overwhelmed. I couldn't listen to that forever. I was losing brain cells. I'm sorry. I
Oh
think the
yeah.
person opened the panel for her to get her thing across, whatever she wanted to say, but it was just too much. And of course, she doesn't really take accountability for her actions. So it doesn't really matter what anybody says to her. That's she's not going to see that she does anything wrong. So
Yeah, that's why I did my show like that. It wasn't a show giving uppity advice or trying to improve her situation. I got the point the week prior that she was not open to that. So at that point, I just wanted to do commentary. And again, it wouldn't have been as harsh if she wouldn't have dropped down talking shit. You know what I mean? That's just bottom line. But that's part of my ego,
oh, she dropped down talking shit too.
in my chat. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So yeah, and I'm not saying that's a good thing on my part. It's just part of my ego, that I recognize that if you talk like I'm a bitch that likes to match energy. So you drop down talking shit, then let's go. I guess we talking shit today. But I saw her on Max Boogie for an extended amount of time, 3 or 4 hours or something. And yes, you're right. It was a whole shit show that I thoroughly enjoyed. She was so irritated that I was in the chat and she said I had a sour pussy and that I was mad that her and Langston were friends. You see, yes, honey, the sour pussy took me out for like 2 or 3 days. Every time I thought about it, I cackled just like you did. I thought it was so fucking fun. Like, what? And I thought it was pure
Oh,
projection. But so you see,
oh,
these women use Langston a lot. I think it's just the voice and the cachet. And so it's very
not
interesting.
the cachet. Keep going.
He has a cachet about him. Otherwise we wouldn't have been together. But the swag is on 10. I get it.
Okay.
But so but she says that they're friends, and I thought, what?
Where
And
I heard the word friends. Interesting. That's an interesting choice of word to use, but okay.
hey, I
Mm.
mean it feeds into the delusion. I mean, I think probably Trish thinks that her and Langston are friends too. I get, I do. I think it's a part of their delusion. Um, but I saw her on there. And I don't
Let
think
me
so.
mute. You could go ahead. Let me mute. Go ahead.
What? But I was just gonna say, to answer your question, has there been improvement? I don't know about that, but I guess I would be surprised thinking back on it that I don't think I've seen her on any panels, any extended panel stays, I should say. I think I've seen her pop up on Pizarro or Bree or somebody, but I didn't see any extended panel stays. So maybe there is a little bit improvement, but
That's
we've we've
I'm
seen
sorry.
that
Go
before.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we've seen that before. She could come back next week full throttle. So I don't know.
That's exactly what I was talking about when I said any improvement. Is she on live a little bit less? Because one of the things people are saying is that she spends a lot of time on here, and even while her child is there. So, but when this thing happened, she just kept clicking links. It was like a never ending story about Uppity and that smack that was heard all over the world. So I'm hoping that she
I
kind of
mean,
hops a
listen,
little less.
she could do a Dory. I mean, Dory was the same way. Like you could not keep Dory off of her live or a panel for like 2 fucking years. Like it was a long time. Dimples, we dealt with
Ooh.
Dimples for 2 years. Like, I
We
mean,
got
there
a lot more Adora than Dimples, though.
no,
Hmm.
we're just forgetting it because it was so long ago. If you remember, we
Oh,
would
you
have
know what? Maybe because I wasn't over by Sir King a lot, so probably that was.
maybe that was part of
Yeah.
it as well, but she was always either Sir King. At the time, it was Sir King, DKL,
Brianna.
yeah, and it seems like it's somebody else. But yeah, she was definitely there, and it was like every anyway. Dimple, I don't want to drag on Dimples, but there's what basically the consummate panel whores. It's in their spirit to fight every day, all day. It's just in their spirit.
Yeah, you're right. You are right.
So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I mean, Dory did an excellent job. And I was so surprised that Dory stayed away so long. And then what did Dory do? First fucking day dropping down, the fucking whole world blew up. We were like, what the fuck? Can you just ease? Come into
The
ease?
fact that she came back, I knew it was going to be something. It had to. That was a big storyline for 2023 in the beef sector.
And I
That's a big
forgot
story.
about that one. Now that yeah,
Yeah,
it was, wasn't it, Carrie?
it really was. Somebody really need Trish. You really need to do that show, Trish.
No, 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 no. I'm already
Biggest
doing.
storylines. You know, I'm joking.
I'm already doing that show. Trish,
Okay, cool.
let's let Trish do her imaginary 2024 show.
Oh, so you have one plan for the end of the month?
I
Maybe.
do have a year-end recap planned. Yes, of course. I'm the
Okay.
recap girl. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
we'll be looking forward to that because that
Thank
was a
you for
big
that
story.
one.
Dory's been away for a good little while, especially from her last thing with what's her name with Mona.
Mona.
So
Yeah.
she's been away for a while now. So I was surprised when she started coming back, and when she came back, it was bam smack. We were ready to hear all about her and what's the name of that guy, Rolex.
Rolex.
And at first she was making it seem like she didn't know the person, but
Oh,
you know,
that was the best. That was the
mm-mm.
best. And then they
The
were okay.
child's father is here
Oh, the
to talk
child's
to
father.
her. I have him on the line.
Child's father contacted me. And then you skip about 5 days and you get to Nicole Reloaded. And the man is doing a whole
Tell all.
dissertation. Yeah, a whole, a monologue, dissertation, soliloquy, whatever long fucking word for long ass talking you could think of. He's doing it. And then at the very end, it's like, now we can hear Dory's voice under the same avatar. And we're like, bitch, you've been
There's never a dull moment with Dory,
oh,
okay?
never.
Never a dull moment. So like that, people already knew. People kind of already knew. Even the first day when he came on, when she says, "I have him on the line," people are already saying they were in the same household.
Oh,
I think she gave a reason for lying at the end of the day, though.
as soon as I heard his voice, I knew that it was Rolex, and that
Yeah,
was the
because we've heard him before.
we heard him before, and people who remember just remember. So I'm glad because I gotta now see. Now this is I don't write things down, but I'm gonna tell you, excuse me. This year has been so packed with tea that like I have my favorites, of the top moments of the year. But some of those are really, really good that you kind of just forget about because wasn't it like we got the Dory tea and then something right after that happened and something right after that happened? I mean, it's just like it's all stacking together in my mind. So I
Was
gotta
it the pettication that happened? I don't even know. There's just too
it was
much.
something. It was something that happened. I can't. I would
I
have
don't
to go back
remember.
and see the timeline. Was it Rob Rat getting out?
I don't remember, but there was something. I don't know. Was the pettication before? I don't know, but something happened. There's always something that blows out the last big story. There's always something, but I don't remember what it
Let me
was.
ask you this though, because I mean, this year I have to say, this year it started out with Rob Rack and Tracy, right? And in the middle of Rob Rack and Tracy, VS comes back,
Uh-huh.
and then you have all the vacations, okay? So like in telling them in line, right?
Mhm.
This year feels like it was crazy.
And of
Oh,
course, don't forget the one VS came back, the situation with her and Kiki. But keep going.
oh gosh, and they're dating the same guy, and it just a lot.
Ooh.
Okay, a lot, but it's a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. But is it just because we're in the current year that we think this is like the biggest story year, or have there been some past story years? Let's leave VS going to jail out of it because that trumps a lot of stuff, right? But that's 2020. So has any of the other years had these many stories?
Ooh. This is going to be hard. I'm going to need the chat to help me with that one because there are always huge stories every year. Like last year, it was the court with all the was it Rita and what's her name, daughter here or something like that.
Wait, was
There was
last
the
year?
whole.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Was
yeah,
that
yeah.
last? Was
Oh,
that
yeah,
last year?
yeah. That was last year. I thought you were about to say Rita and her daughter goes missing. That was the year before. That was a gigantic story, but that was the year before, and I don't know if anything else competed with that. But then last year was the court cases.
Court
Yeah, the felonious
cases.
court
I
cases.
can't ever remember everything that happened last year. Ooh, I don't know.
This heat showed up out of nowhere last
Oh,
year.
this heat. Ooh.
We had a lot of
Ooh,
people.
we had the hotel situation with this heat, and ooh, this
That's
was
that,
this
that's this
year.
year. That's this year.
Oh, I can't remember all of last year. I'm not even gonna lie.
So last
I
year we
can't.
had a lot of people show up out of the blue that said they had been here. Heedy, Sanity, uh,
Was Sanity last year, or was she the year before? Queen
mm,
Sanity.
it feels like she was early, like last year, because now she's into her second year.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then who else came up? Chat rep was Zagwad or something. She came in. We're like, what? She's like, you guys know me. I'm like, don't. So last year was the year of like people, ingratiating themselves in the B sector. Um,
Right.
I can't like, yeah, and the chat isn't talking either.
Michi says, I think Tracy and Rob for this year is top. Cruiser
I
says there's been bigger. There has been bigger past years, but not since 2018. Oh, that was earlier.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, we can't go. I'm not gonna go back to Vegas Gate, but yeah, I
Oh, Cruiser is suggesting that you could get a timeline on Lipstick Alley. Okay, there we go.
I'm not. I don't know how to work Lipstick Alley, and I like, again, my claim to fame is that this all came from me. So I don't want to. I don't like to read other people's stuff, and then it permeates inside of
Okay.
my thoughts, and then there's like, oh, she's copying off of me, and I'm like, no, I didn't even read what you said, so I probably won't do that. I'll have to, like, if I want it to be organic, it's really gonna have to come from the top of my head. If I miss something, the chat is gonna have to just correct me.
Right. What about Duchess Kelly Love and what's his name and James falling out? Was it this year? Was that a big one too? It was a big one.
Was that this year, or was that late last year? I don't remember that.
There goes that too. I don't know. I am
Um,
getting old.
no, that didn't seem like it was. I mean, I don't know. At the time, looking back, it doesn't seem like it was a big deal. But at the time, I guess it was a fairly big deal. I actually think Ronnie Q falling out with Duchess was a bigger deal.
I was gonna mention that, but because Duchess and James were so cool before, they were on each other's panel. Well, he was on his panel and stuff, and out of nowhere, Duchess, whatever happened between the two. But do you think it was a big fallout between Ronnie Q and Duchess? Well, I guess because he did tear rip the stuff up. I
It was a
guess
gigantic fallout. They were friends. They called each
they
other.
were really cool. Yeah,
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 it's a
yeah.
gigantic
It's true.
fallout, especially how they fell out. Now that's another thing that people probably aren't pointing in on. This was the year of friends falling out too.
Oh yeah.
This was a big year of friends falling out. And then for like the almost all the same reasons, like what their definition of loyalty was.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's like you didn't answer my phone call, or you're over in somebody
Oh,
else's
I
chat.
saw you in this person's chat. But in
Yeah,
order for you to see me in that person's chat means you were there too. So how can you get upset about somebody watching being in somebody else's chat? You were there.
and I can understand that point of view. I'm kind of in the middle of that. I don't understand why it's necessary for you to be getting cozy. We're not just talking about people being in people's chats. We're talking about people getting cozy with people that they know are talking really poorly and disparaging about me. So that's always been an issue for me personally. I don't get a lot of flack, but I find it I find it very interesting that people, like, why is it necessary for you to drop down in someone's chat when they're talking about me and we're cool offline? I don't get it.
But the thing is, because I've this has happened to me before, like people fell out and I didn't know and I was still in the chat and I'm like, but you were in the chat with this person not too long ago. So
That's
they
different.
fell out, you don't know, you're still going in the chat like normal, but you guys were cool and you were okay with me being in the chat and you
That's
were here too.
totally different.
So am
That's
I
to-
supposed to stop talking to that
that's
person now?
totally different than what we're talking about, Carrie. You come on now.
Yeah, but
That's
you're in
totally
the
different.
chat of the person they're no longer cool with and they're cussing Or you're saying if they're going at you, you don't see the reason for somebody who supports
I'm
you to be in
saying
the
it's
chat.
these situations were not, oh, you didn't know that we weren't cool. And that's not the situations that we're talking about. We're talking about situations where somebody is talking really, really bad, poorly about me. This is my real life friend that we're chit chatting and talking about real
Well,
life.
that makes it different. Okay.
That's what we're talking about.
Right. Okay,
In
I
these
got
cases.
you.
You see what I'm saying? So we're talking that's what I'm saying. So sometimes I don't touch stuff because I have to spend an hour dispelling like all of the people moving the bar. And I don't think they're even trying to. It's just that they want to give a what if, but I'm like, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this. So for me personally, I have never understood why a person wants to continuously go in a person's chat, click their link of somebody who you know that they have spoken like poorly about you on a very regular basis. And I'm like, what is that about? To me, that means that you're trying to send me a message. And so
Okay.
yeah, so
I
I'm not,
got you.
yeah, instead of just saying like I don't care, or I think she's right or whatever. You're just now you're gonna subliminally try to send me a message. So I'm gonna pick up the message. It's just with me, I'm not gonna fall out for you guys to see. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm just gonna
I
tell.
got you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Because if
tell.
you guys are cool and you're friends, it should. I get you.
What's the
This
what? Why do you need to drop down? What that doesn't make sense to me. That is kind of weird. Like, why does your presence have to be known? What are you trying to say? Why can't
probably
you just
proving a
wash your
point.
class?
Proving a point.
Yeah.
They're proving a point, probably. Another thing that happened this year was denouncements. I don't know, or it should be renounced, but whatever. Who
You gotta
who's
go with the
who
B
is
section. Denouncement.
right,
A lot of
right.
them.
So
Who was denounced?
there were quite a number of people who most of the people who were renounced were from the black sector, right? Or was it the Mo3 sector? The chat, come on, guys in the clouds, you gotta help because Sassy's gonna be doing her year in review.
They don't want to help. Or I think
Come on, guys, you could
they're
drop down in the chat.
they're
It's
over there.
not that
They're,
serious.
they're like shit. We don't know.
I can't even remember half the people who got
Well,
denounced.
yes, renounce. Yes was the first person to denounce. So that was Sirius Bayless.
Oh
Um,
yeah, Sirius Bayless was one.
re-denouncement of Nika Bree. Um, QI, kind of, sort of. So did she?
QI.
She kind
QI got renounced again.
well, no. I'm speaking early on. I said that's why I said kind of, sort of, because now I
Okay.
kind of, sort of that one.
Oh yeah, and some of the mods too. Wasn't uppity one?
Uh, Mods got renounced.
Yeah, the mods too.
But I'm trying to get off VS. Like there was after VS renounced. Oh, then she renounced the Mo3. That's what you guys are trying to say.
Right,
But then there was
right.
some B sector renouncements too. I guess Lady Nika and James, wasn't that this year?
And her renouncing people, other people started doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the other sector renounced her too. Like there was a whole setup. I don't remember whose channel she was on, and like Fi and a few other people came up
Oh yeah.
laughing and stuff. That's got to be a part of it too. I think.
I mean,
I don't remember
gotta
whose
keep
channel
it
it was on though.
sector though. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I mean, that was
I wasn't
that guy
keeping
who's
up with
in
too much
jail.
of that.
That was that guy who's in jail now, Sean G.
Okay. So
But yeah,
that was
like that kind of stuff, I probably wouldn't even remember. Like the big stories to me are Rob Rack and Tracy, uh, the Palm Springs Gate, a lot of Tracy and vacations. Obviously, Sean pulling up on the cruise.
Petication, right? That one
Um,
has to come up. The
Dory, like you guys said, obviously uppity. I told Jay Dunn I would not be speaking about her, but I have to honorable mention the Jay Dunn situation now. There's a lot of stuff that happened in the last quarter, as I would say, that is like, whoa, I thought we were done with this year, but it's still happening. So that's why it's like this stuff was so heavy. So then now I'm trying to go back to earlier in the year.
What about the fallout? What about the fallout with her and what's her name? Or does that come under the petication? What's her name?
Oh yeah, of
MU.
course, Tracy and MU fallout is gigantic.
Okay, so that's
That's
one
what did
too.
happen. Yeah. So the cruise is going to encompass a lot of things because then Cruiser and Jay Wilson fall out because of the cruise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, MU
that one has to come
fall
up.
out because of the cruise. We meet some weirdos because of the cruise, aka Erica Kelly, who is a nothing burger for us, but she was at the time of the cruise. She's stalking people.
The
Um,
challenges have to be a part of the
the
the roundup
challenges have
too.
to be a part of it.
All of them.
Um,
This is gonna be a long show, Sassy.
No, it's not. No, well, you know me. I got like a 2-hour limit, girl. No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I mean, again, some of them like that. That's what I'm saying. Like that VS getting denounced from. That's not. I mean, it was
Another.
a moment, but no, it's not. It's not. That's like a regular beef sector stuff. Like this stuff we're talking about was like
Yeah, but
what?
you're gonna talk about her coming back and the whole thing with her and Kiki and her son. That whole drama in the parking lot.
No, 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 no. So the way I talk about stuff, that would take me too long. So if I start getting into every single detail, then it'll be the VS show, right?
Okay.
So what I would probably say is, and another big moment is VS coming back, and her denouncement of the beef sector and going over to the Mo3 sector. Like it's more of a
Mm-hmm.
recap than me going into
Right.
detail, because then that would be like crazy long.
Okay.
And then we can't forget
They
Kiki.
coolin'.
We can't forget Kiki showing up on JC's panel, like the night after. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy, saying she's sober. And
Ooh, was it this year that the red bra made an appearance a couple times? Because that may
yes,
have been part of the
yes, that was
discussion.
this year.
It was
Yeah,
this year.
that was all of that was after VS came back. A lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. I'm gonna talk about people ingratiating themselves in the beef sector. That was big this year. A lot of people got try to jump on the beef sector bandwagon. Some of them successful, some of them not. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
And I'm pretty sure we could go back and check some more stuff. Scan through a few channels and see. Was there anything with Jay Wilson this year that could go?
I
There
think
are so many things.
Jay
I just
Wilson
think we are missing out a lot more than what we're speaking of right now.
Jay Wilson didn't have any mate. Jay Wilson's year of scandals was last year, losing jobs and whatnot. The only thing Jay Wilson did this year was lose a lot of weight, which is a positive.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm sorry to cut you, but before I forget, we have to put what's her name? Scooter. You gotta put that one in, Sassy.
What? Who?
Dovey.
What about Miss Dovey?
I had to cut you off to remember that one. I'm sorry. The whole thing with Dovey and just my book.
Oh, that's a
Do
gigantic.
not forget that one.
I'm gonna forget that one. That's a
I had to
gigantic.
cut you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You were talking
No,
about
no,
Jay Wilson.
no. I was just saying no. Thanks for cutting me. No, that's a big one. That's a
Right. That one has to be.
before Uppity and Jay Dunn. It was Just Read My Book and Miss Dovey was number 2 behind Rob Rack and Tracy.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And then ironically, VS coming back was third just because, you know what I mean? But yeah, in my head. But no, we can't forget. I mean, that was epic.
That was epic.
That was epic.
That was a big one.
That was a gigantic one. And I remember, well, you don't probably remember it because it's my life, but I was out of town and people that do not
I sure was. I
Yeah,
was there. I was there for everything. I was there at the beginning to the end. Okay.
oh my gosh, the amount of messages that I was getting from people that I'm like, how did you find me? How do you know how to message me? They were like, please go help me. I'm like, I'm working. I don't know what I can't do anything.
You were traveling at that time.
It was crazy.
You were I think you were almost ready to board a flight at the time too. And all
that
this
was on a
happening.
Monday. This happened on Saturday when I'm in conferences. And people are telling me to come. You got something's going on. The people that I do talk to, that was so freaking hectic. But by the time I was going home, flying out is when I talked to Miss Dovey, and that's on a Monday. But the situation happened on a Saturday. Like I totally remember. I remember what where I was, I was in the conference getting trying. It was a mess. It was a mess. So that's a gigantic one. Look at
Right.
Coolin wanting my
That I was just about to say it, but go ahead.
she's girl. I just, I never have cared for Coolin. So
Is that gonna make it on the scene too? Because there wasn't a lot of talks about it
no.
though. Because
Coolin?
you kind of split amicably.
Oh, our
You and
breakup?
the
Is our
talent,
breakup gonna be on the scene?
right?
It's nothing to talk about. I mean, what is there to talk about? People make
It's,
up and then they break up. We broke up and we did it
and it
right.
wasn't anything nasty, so that's
Yeah, exactly. And
really
people,
nothing.
these hoes don't know how to do it. I mean, this bitch is 67 years old pulling up on hoes. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't know how to handle and conduct herself like I would. I mean, come on. So of course they want to bring that up.
Of course, Ness's story with this heat is gonna be. I think
Of
we talked about
course,
that
well,
one
that's
too.
gonna fall under the salacious relationship stories,
Okay.
because there's been a few. Um, but yeah, Ness and Heidi getting together. Well, Miami Gate is we'll call that. I guess Miami Gate has its own category because we were pretty enthralled in that, and then all the aftermath. You know,
Mm-hmm.
got you got April showing up out of nowhere, which we all thought was just weird, and then you got the whole, the narrative being spun that they were snorting cocaine, and
Right.
then you got, James, kind of, slick shading April, but then she gets upset and then they fall out.
So
That
that has to make the list.
has
It
to.
definitely has. There was one I was thinking of a while ago. I'll tell you what that one is. There. Oh, you gotta have Ken in it too, because Ken had a lot of drama this year.
Ken, what's his drama?
Ken and Kiki, it has to come up because then that's gonna go into the Dory situation, So you have to mention Ken and Kiki. The
Uh,
two Kikis were fighting for quite a while.
Ken and Kiki are not like I guess they can get an honorable mention, but
But that's how it led to Dory and the whole thing with her child and stuff. But you have to mention that before Dory's reappearance in the
I
Beef
guess.
Sector.
I mean, everybody, I get, yeah, but Ken and Kiki, I mean, it went on for so long, and they finally got our attention after Dory showed up. You know what I mean? Or right before
Yeah.
Dory showed up, that's when they got our attention. So it was really Dory's story at that point.
Overshadowed everything. They were fighting for so long. And when Dory showed up,
It was a wrap.
ciao.
It was a wrap because
Mm-mm.
and what I really want to talk about is like the amount of people that believe these stories. That's the weird part for me. Like,
Right.
what? Like, for me, there's no way to me that is Dory's Rolex's baby. That it just this impossible to me. But people are like they have proof and they did this, and I'm like, no, no. Those two ladies, those consummate panel whores, and I'm saying this in a polite way, but those two consummate panel girls not revealing the fact over and over and over that your baby daddy is my husband, you're not gonna make me believe that. I just not gonna believe that after 19 years or however old the child is now. So I think not specifically them, but just to talk about like of all these, like there was a lot of stories that didn't have a lot of validity to me, and people were just like, yeah, it's true. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
Are you gonna be mentioning? Oh, we got to talk about. Even though it wasn't, because what about King Roman? Was it this year that? Well, maybe that. No, maybe that one could stay out of it.
That's not a big. I mean, listen,
We could talk
like,
about the doxing that happens too.
I don't talk about doxing if I can
Okay.
if I can get with leave it out of the story. I don't talk about doxing. And
Ooh,
that was a gigantic story for him. But thank you, Clyde. That was a very a
good
toxic
one.
story and a big story for him, his personal life. But for us, it
Right.
was just sad and like, oh God. Baby, Clyde, come
It
through
is
because we
positive too because he left that job and he's in something way better than his last job that he was in. So it kind of worked out for him, to be quite honest. Apart from all of the stuff that happened that
yeah, I don't want
but
to.
we
I
yeah.
don't want to get ahead like that. You
All
know what I
right.
mean? Like I don't. I just think that story is really, really sad and awful, and I don't like it. Baby, we got to talk about Beach, honey. Beach has a lot of stories, honey. We got to talk.
Ooh!
Let
I
me
gotta cut you before I forget. Just a little bit. Remember seven. Go ahead with beach. Go
We
ahead.
oh you we can that's it. A beach leads you to
Seven.
seven, seven leads you to
Okay,
beach.
cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of the like I'm talking about gigantic stories like that is the what the recap is gonna be about. You
Okay,
know what I mean?
good.
Like you like fucking seven and
Ooh,
official. Like that's
seven and official. That one. Oh my god.
crazy. And the fact that beach is involved and you're like, what the world? And that's what I'm talking about believability. Like who believes that Beach wasn't involved with that or who I don't know. And then the Beach has her own story. She keeps trying to push the story, but nobody's picking up on it. And I
With her and the FedEx guy.
yeah, something happens and it makes us start listening to the story. And then from there, the story is just pure gold, you know? So that's
So
what I'm talking about heavy hitters, like
right.
that they could literally win story of the year.
Yeah, that should be it. Cause then you got the whole officials, the love story, then the baby story. You'll have enough to talk about. Foot soldier says,
2023
what
was
ain't she involved in?
exactly. I mean, to tell you, Beach, if you dating somebody on the internet, Beach gonna know them. I mean, that's you'd be like, damn, how do you know everybody? So it's it's a lot. Can y'all do what? What did she say? Can y'all add the new relationships of former enemies? That's not a big enough story for me. And I don't even know if I know. Do you, Carrie? I don't know.
That will take too long because people become
Yeah,
friends, enemies tomorrow, friends again
exactly.
tomorrow,
Mhm.
cool with you, cool with the people who you're not cool with. It's just too much.
Intrinsic drama wasn't this year. That was last year. But that was a big one. I remember that it was I remember that it was last year because it was like her and Jay Dunn met in August and then they had fallen out by September or so. So that was last year. But that was a big one last year. That was a gigantic one last year, which actually has some foresight into this year. You know what I'm saying? Which is interesting. But that was last year.
It should
Um
be funny hearing all of the recaps of the
I
challenges.
know because people
I
are
can't
you'll be
wait.
like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that one, and I forgot about that one." Yeah, so I'll have to. I'm just gonna have to think about it. I have some time. I'm gonna have to. My thought process is to do it because this is about to get super busy for me. It's the end of the quarter at work, and I got to show up and show out, and get those numbers looking like they need to look. So and then Christmas will be here before you know it. So I'm thinking like the weekend right before New Year's Eve would be a good time for a show because
Right.
it'll just you can just settle
Get
down,
that
whatever,
over with
whatever.
before
Yeah,
New
because
Year.
Christmas is
Yep.
gonna be hectic. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we'll see the check. It took some time for people to think about it though, but that's
Yeah.
enough right there. I don't think we
That's a
missed.
lot. And I'm pretty sure we missed a few, but that's a lot.
I was just trying to scan my brain. Like, did we miss any gigantic stories? I mean, once you get with Just Read, VS coming back, Rob Rack. Well, actually, the way that I would do it in my head, I would go backwards. I would say, was Fi in anything this year?
That's what I'm here trying to think because I'm thinking
Uh,
about the CCs and trying to think about what they
right.
was
Was
it this year that they try to say that they was it this year that the twins came on and did their interview? Was it this year?
who are the twins?
The twins who they say was pizza. Was
No,
it this
no, no,
year?
no, no, no. That was
Okay, cool.
way last year. No, that was way last
Okay. I don't know if I was in anything because I don't watch Fire like that. So I don't know if she was a
I
part
don't
of
think the
anything.
only thing Fi was in, and I don't even know if it was this year, was the breakup with V Lenore.
Oh, so that's another story. I don't know if you were keeping up with Villanor and MU's falling out, if that's a big one.
It's not big enough. It's not big enough
Okay.
for I mean, remember
Okay.
what their competition is. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a
Right.
big story normal year, but it's not a big story this year. You know what I mean? Like it sucks, but it just it's one of those stories that'll fall by the wayside because it is just is what it is. Hey, ODS.
Hey, ODS, we're talking about all the big things that happened this year because Sassy's gonna do her year in review. Um, did we miss any? I don't know if you were in here before, but let me know or let Sassy know.
I mean, so if we go down the list, Jay Wilson, Cruise Gate, um, And then I got some other stuff for Jay Wilson, but anyway, but then five, her and V Lenore, JC breaking up with Nika again. I don't know if that was this year or not, but that's probably won't make the list just because, it wasn't like a big gigantic thing, even though it was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what's so weird now that I'm going down this list of CCs in my head, it wasn't the main CCs that were in a whole bunch of shit. It was the D-listers or the subbies that were in a whole bunch of shit.
What? What? I just remembered Stacy. Is Stacy gonna make the cut?
No, Stacy, I'm not gonna pick on Stacy. I pray that Stacy is doing better. But what can make the cut is the amount of people that needed help this year.
Okay.
I won't
All right.
isolate just Stacy for that because there was a lot of people who needed help, and it led me to tell these bitches, get a fucking job already.
Yep.
But this was the year I think people really found out, like, this is not going to supplement my bills. It's not gonna, well, excuse me, it will only supplement my bills. It will not pay for everything, and I need to get a job. And then subbies, I don't know what y'all was thinking about, but somebody will help you. Will help y'all once, but that's it. That's all you got. You don't have no multiple times. Tracy,
Look at Linda.
brother, can you
Right.
spare me a dime segment? Let me screenshot that shit. Let me screenshot that shit. But yeah. But I think we got them all. I can't think of anything.
I think we got most of it. I'm pretty sure maybe two or three will linger on, but for the most part, that's most of it. I
That's
think we
most
covered all of the stories for this year.
That was a lot. It was just
Yeah.
it was a jam-packed year. And some of us had the nerve to say, oh, the beef sector is so boring. Oh, it's like our minds were so used to
Mm-mm.
nonstop action that a week
Mm.
made us think that the beef sector is boring, and then boom, we get hit in the side of the head with something, and we're like, wait a minute, what?
Right.
Beef
Sometimes there's a lull, but there's always something being planned when there's a that lull. But it's never boring. There's always something. There's always something. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark this date in my head. And so I was talking to Carrie on December 2nd. And let's see if anything big enough comes up from December 2nd to whenever I do the show, the 29th or 30th, right? So they have almost 30 days for something to make the recap show. That's going to be very interesting because I might do a 12 days of Christmas too, now that I'm thinking about it. I might do 12 recaps of like each month, what happened in that month. That might be something that I might do too.
Linda, I don't remember this one. I don't remember
Was
if
it
it
this
was
year
this
when
year.
Deanna
It's
Wilson
probably
went to
last
college to
year.
see if you pull off? I want to. I still want that T-shirt. Who was she telling that to? Jay Wilson, or I would
It
have to
was
know.
somebody from another sector. I don't remember. Diva tomboyish, I think. I don't remember.
What Diva was fighting with Deanna?
It may have been last year, I think.
Oh gosh,
It was over here. It had some it was probably last year. I don't remember
I
when it
think
was.
Diva
That was
said
when Heat Wave had her channel and I was over here, saying congratulations and stuff. And there was a fallout with her and Tracy. So I don't know. I don't know.
"Hmm."
I don't even remember if it was at the top of this year that it happened or was it last year that it happened. This may have been last
She
year.
said, was it stomped down? Yeah, that definitely won't make the. They won't make the cut because
It wasn't stumped down. Mm-mm.
I can't because we don't. I would have to talk too much about the. We don't like remember you guys like the stories have to be like as soon as I say the story, it's like an old school black movie. Like nobody's gonna say what's the color purple. I never seen the color purple. You know what I'm saying? I never. What's Friday? Like it has to be that reaction where you be like, oh my god, like
It
that.
actually was a big thing though, Sassy. The pull off. See if you pull off because they were cussing each other. It was a heated panel.
Uh,
It was a big thing, but I just don't remember. So that may not be a big story because it didn't really go too far. Let's put it that way. So that's not necessarily a big story per se, but it was a
yeah,
moment.
that's
It was
kind
a
of
beef
like
sector moment. Let's put it
moment.
that way.
Moments are
Right.
yeah. There's probably a ton of moments, but there's not a big story. Why is everybody foot soldier? I don't talk to Trish. Trish asked me to she wanted to wave the white flag and she wanted me to host her imaginary awards. Yeah. I was like, no, girl. Yeah, all the challenges will be over. All the challenges will be under one recap. It was definitely the year of challenges. You know what I mean? The challenge. So I'm not going to isolate per se anybody's challenge because they all had pretty decent moments. You know what I mean? The aftermath of pretty much all of them, there was something going on. So that would take me too long to like talk about each one of them, but I might highlight a few. But the challenges definitely have their own segment because this was the year of challenges. That and most of them I didn't see. So um,
So
but
we'll see what happens between now and the weekend
yeah,
that you're gonna be
let's
doing this.
yeah, they got about the almost what is it, 30 days almost. Not quite. But you get it.
Right.
Rounding up 30 days. So that'll be interesting to clock that because maybe something maybe when I think about it, something has happened every single month, because
Right.
that's what it's seeming like in my head right now. All right, girl. Well, I guess I need to go subscribe to Ken in case he's making up stories and shit.
And Ken says there's something about to happen. So we'll see what happens with him. Because he
Okay.
came saying that there were some people working in the back trying to get him down and stuff. So
What?
and he knows for a fact. He said it. That's why he came up this morning. He said it. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what happens. So something is brewing in the back is basically what's happening. So
They're
maybe
right.
that will pop before the end of the year.
AKA they're writing another script. Okay,
Yep.
I will stay tuned for the imaginary script. Okay, girl. All right, y'all have a great
All
Saturday.
right. Thank you so much for coming up, Sassy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have fun. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye. So thank you, Sassy, as well as Canola for coming up. I don't know. Was there a big thing with Tracy's World this year? Oh, Tracy Whitehead. Okay, there, because it wasn't stumped down. What's her name? Linda. It wasn't stumped down. It was Diva. Her name is Diva, I think. Well, that's that on that. I had a good morning. We started off by talking about the moment we realized we were old. We talked about some of the stuff that's been happening, the joint pains. You can't bend for too long. We talked about not going to the club anymore. We talked about not listening to certain types of music anymore. We started talking about fashions, when you see the fashion you used to wear coming back. There were quite a number of things that we spoke about that, this was a moment I found out, bitch, you're getting old. Okay. For me, it's the knees. Okay. And I'm not supposed to be going through that right now. I'm telling you. So for me, it's that. I'm not as flexible as I used to be. So that's that on that. So we started there. We came to Ken. Ken spices things up. That's him. That is Ken. So Ken let us know that there's some stuff going on or is gonna happen soon. So we look out for that. Then we ended off with Sassy. So Sassy will be doing a year in review, a beef sector year in review. Okay. So we're gonna see what were some of the biggest moments here in the beef sector. So that should be fun, a nice wrap up before the end of the year. We also spoke about the YouTube awards that's supposedly happening, but yeah, we'll see. It's another year, another Trish, another YouTube awards. We don't know. All right, who is Falls Eyelashes? Falls Eyelashes came back with who's Falls Eyelashes? Ooh, I think I know who you're talking. I think I know. Because there's one person who bats their eyes a lot, and mascara where she bats her eyes a lot shows, below her eye. But who's seeing that? Anywho, thankfully I still have my eyebrows. My eyelashes are good. My hair is definitely good. Thank God for that. I am getting old, but I still have my hair. Still have everything that I need to. Teeth are good. Yeah, I just knocked on it. Everything seems to be fine for right now. I'm just saying. So I'm looking forward to the year in review for all of the top stories that happened in the beef sector this year. I am pretty sure, even though we discussed so many stuff, I am pretty sure there's some that we missed, and it'll come up. Right. So I'm looking forward to reliving or, canting, just talking about some of the stuff that happened. this year. Dovies. I wonder if Sassy's going to do a segment where we vote for what was the biggest story for us. You know, Dovies was a big one. I'm telling you, that was a big one. Oh, you're just thinking regular. Ooh, ow, ooh, that was my 3% of mess for the day, Linda. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up right now. Lovely. Ooh, Lovely Love. Did Lovely Love have a storyline this year? Did Lovely Love have a storyline this year? I don't know. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't think she had one this year. Lovely Love got banned from everybody's platform. I didn't know. I thought she just took a break from clicking links. I don't know. Did she though? She does have time her moments when she takes her break. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. She won the titty challenge, the the wet t-shirt challenge. Yeah, that was a big one because then after that, that's I guess that will come under the category of challenges that Sassy said because she's just gonna talk about all of the challenges, all together. So those are the big ones, and I'm pretty sure there'll be at least one blast off before the year ends. You know, Coolin says Buddy Lee started the challenges and then pizza took over. To be quite honest, though, Coolin, the beef sector has been doing challenges for a while. You got to go back and see. Like there were challenges. There, like for example, I remember some time ago they had the ponytail challenge. There was the bathroom challenge. There were people who were always already doing like their bake offs and stuff. I'm trying to see if I remember any more challenges, but I do makeup challenge. So to be honest, they were doing them before. I guess after the Buddy Lee one, people started doing challenges again. But people were doing challenges over here. Twerk challenge. I think I saw that one some time ago too. Twerk, a twerk. Right. So there were challenges going on before. But I think because of the big one when we all went over to support, well, most of us went over to support what's her name? Lovely Love. The challenges started again over here, you know. But that was good. The challenges did keep us entertained. You're saying that they were just quieter in the past. Yeah, because even the makeup challenge, I remember watching that one. It was fun. It was nice and cool. A little bit of drama here and there, but it was cool. I remember watching the makeup challenge. I remember Dovey being in the makeup challenge, and Fifi was there. Another person whose name I won't call was there. So there were challenges, and sometimes the challenges did cause conflicts, as usual, because everything causes conflict in the beef sector. But I have accepted that this is how it is over here. You know, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. All right, all right, all right. I think I'm gonna go now. Hey, on side. I was just about to go. How are you? You might be on the list too, because we were talking about some of the big things for the year. So I'm hoping you're doing okay. So, let me see. I think we talked about all of the challenges. I think we did. And if anyone comes up, you know, I'm pretty sure Sassy will get that. Um, I'm thinking about the other content creators and if anything happened. Nah. But so far, we've seen a lot of food challenges. We've seen the fashion shows. We've seen the wreath competitions. We've seen so many things that entertained us for the most part. Because sometimes people will argue that they're tired of watching people cussing each other out and stuff. And then the challenges come, and then people start complaining, "Oh, we're tired of these challenges." So like, you never win. You just have to do what you want to do on here and not allow what people say to, stop you from doing your thing. Onside says she's enjoying her grandson. Well, that's cool. That's nice to know. I heard you said you found out about your new grandson. So, spend as much time, as you can. Yeah, that's that on that. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Last Saturday, was it last Saturday or the Saturday before? We did a little challenge. We only spoke about it and did it like a week. Within a week, we talked about it Saturday and it happened on Saturday. We did a lyric challenge. That was fun. I still want to say thank you to those persons who were a part of it. I'm still looking for another, fun one that we can do. Nothing that you have to spend money for, because it's just all in fun. Um, we did the lyric voiceover challenge. That one was really cool. Thank you to everyone who participated in it. Let me see if I remember all the names. It was Lady Snoop TV. It was Auntie Donna, Hypnotic Touch, Vibes Queen, The Queen Before You. That was five. I think it was it. That was it. So I got those entries in. Oh, it was just my 5 cents. So it was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys were creative, and the winners were Auntie Donna and Lady Snoop TV, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna leave out here playing my voiceover that I did. Okay. Here we go. Lyric, Lyric, why are you doing? Didn't I tell you not to come over this place when I'm here? This is Mark's house, and I don't want you over here when I'm at Mark's house. Don't come over here. You got your camera on. Don't come over. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. I'll slap you in. I'll smack you in. Mark allows me to sit in this couch. You don't make me sit in your couch at your mausoleum. This is my couch. I'm at Mark's house, so act accordingly, okay? I had a lot of fun doing that, and I enjoyed all the contestants that submitted their entries. I appreciate you guys. That was really fun. So everybody had to do a voiceover to that video clip that came out of Jay Wilson and Lyric. It was all in fun. I enjoyed myself. It was just for fun. And I did have fun. Okay. And I'm looking forward to finding another clip that we can use and doing another voiceover challenge. All in the name of fun. Okay. All in the name of fun. I gotta go. We're dancing out of here. Um, Try one of the dances that you see on the screen. It's all in fun. Okay. Thank you to everyone who came through. Also, thank you to the not only to the contestants, thank you also to the judges who played their role. I appreciate you guys. Okay. We're gonna dance out of here. Figure out which one of these dances on the screen you like. Um, let's see what happens. Okay, what happens. Bye everyone. I'll see you in the streets. I'm pretty sure there'll be something that pops up today. Okay, I am pretty sure. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all, and I will see you when I see you. I can't even find the video. I think I threw it out. Hold on. Hold on. Sassy, if you are still here, hey Slappy Slapster, Sassy, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, Sassy, but I just remember there was something with William. And I think it was this year, William in the hospital, his woman, and where is she again? I don't remember if she was in Guyana, I think. I don't remember where she was. But that's another one to add to it. Slappy, you came when I was already going out, but I appreciate you for passing through, girl. But Sassy, if you're still in the clouds, that's another one you can think of. The whole William triangle story. Okay. I think it was this year. I think it was. Okay. All right. Let's pick a dance. Let's dance out of here. Okay. Bye. Big up all of the y'all them. Bye.